What's up, you guys? Happy
Bum,
Friday. We are
bum.
back. We are back. We were just here, like I feel like less than 24 hours ago, talking about the NFL. We're back with WNBA. Indiana Fever fight for the playoffs because we all know Chicago has been eliminated. They will not be in the postseason, but they are still out here. I'm not sure what they're doing. To you guys right now, we are in the second quarter of this game. Current score I have is 17 of Chicago, and then I have 33 for Indiana, who has been in control since the beginning of this game, like the very, very beginning. And Chicago's out there looking a little bit just discombobulated, lost, to say the least. Angel Reese was suspended. We know she got, her eighth technical foul, so automatic suspension. She will not be at this game, obviously. I even think she's there in the crowd. So that's
Yeah,
interesting. But Brother D, how are you feeling today?
I'm great. I'm great, young lady. This game is just like a dud, man. I mean, because it's like if I was Chicago and if I'm playing, I'm still going to go all out. I'm not going to let you score. If I have to
Yeah,
hack you up,
that's what I'm saying.
bully
So I
you,
always say effort. Like I mean, fight at least. Like
yeah,
compete. Like at least
yeah,
compete. Like if you lose, you lose. I mean, they are the better team, but I mean, don't just let them get whatever they want, however they want. Like
yeah. I mean, it's like this. Don't let what Angel said be true. You know what I mean? So, you
that's what
know,
I had to post about earlier. I was like, did they really suspend her? Like the organization suspended her for half of a game when they played the Aces on Sunday. I'm like, what kind of stupidity is that?
they suspended who for half a game?
Angel Reese, Chicago, they made a statement like they suspended her for half the game against the Aces on Sunday. The first half
Huh.
of the game, she's suspended, but she can play in the second half.
You know what? You might as well just keep that. You might as well
Just,
keep it. You
just
know,
suspend her for the whole game. If you're gonna do that, like what kind of shit is the half? Like, excuse me, like the half really?
yeah, they,
What's this high school? Like
you,
time
but
out,
see,
bad
you,
girl, bad angel.
yeah, you know what they want that to be? They want that to be another analytic statistic to say first lady in this NBA WNBA history to be um, suspended for half a game. Who the heck
What's
gets
up,
suspended
DJ? What's up,
for
DJ
half a
J
game?
Rod? DJ J Rod is saying hello to us both. What is
Yo,
up?
what's up, baby?
Um,
Going down.
I was like, I thought it was a joke, like I was like, is this real? I thought somebody was playing, like, and they made a statement about, holding players accountable, and she's suspended for making for statements that she made during league mandated media that was a detriment to the team. I'm like, I watched the post
Mhm.
game presser, like she didn't say anything bad to the team there. I'm like, if
Yeah,
this is about the article, to say it's about the article, but she apologized in the media, so I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, how was that a detriment?
yeah.
Like
Apologies
I
don't
said,
count.
I mean, we spoke about this earlier. Like, I get, like, if I understand her teammates might have been offended, right? Because I would have been offended too if I was on a team and you said you need great players, good players. I'm like, wait, what you saying? I'm trash. I understand that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? But I'm just like to suspend her for half a game. I'm like, come on,
yeah,
like
yeah.
this suspend her for the whole game.
Yeah, almost definitely, most definitely. I think it's tacky, but as I said before, they're gonna do what they're gonna have to do in order to lose, because
I
that's
mean,
what
they're
they
already
are.
lost. The season's over. Like, I mean, I mean, they have like the same, like they're like like maybe one game ahead of Connecticut Sun. I'm just like the season's over. Like you like the goal was to, just lose the whole season. You succeeded. So like what are we doing now?
But I think they
Um,
want the top pick, and if don't, isn't that how it goes though? You get who got the worst record. You get an opportunity to get the
Sometimes it
first
works
pick.
out that way. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes you hit the lottery, and sometimes things don't go as planned.
Yeah,
We saw what happened in the NBA. Obviously, Cooper Flag ended up going to Dallas. So I'm just saying, you gotta be careful when you try to tank. So to speak. DJ says starting smear campaign early. She won't be with this team next year if Jeff Peasel, GM. I hope she's not for her sake. She should let her go. Let her go.
yeah,
If you're not going to make the changes to, build a winning team and winning culture, then free her. Absolutely. Go ahead and free her. We see how they look without Angel. Like they look awful without Angel. I mean, like, come on. The the
yeah,
the the deficit when she's there compared to when she's not, it's like not even the same, like not even close.
yeah. And we can't act like we don't. You can't now omit the past. Um. Uh. Reputation of the team now because Andrew Reese said one thing. They said everyone been saying that their management was trash.
Yeah.
So if they're trash, nothing didn't change. Y'all still are. So
And what's
it
up,
just gets me.
Tulip? Tulip said, "What's up? What's good, gang?
What's up,
We
T
haven't seen you
Diesel,
here in a
baby?
few days. A few days. Tulip, what's good? What's good, girl?" DJ said Jeff traded them away. Minnesota has their first round pick. I'm not even sure how he even still has a job. Honestly, I don't know what he's doing at all because they had Sonia Citron and then they gave her away in this draft. There's no reason why. Like you wouldn't have had her on the team. I mean, even though she's in Washington, they still have a losing record too. It wasn't like they won 25 games. So
Yeah,
like you could have had like a nice stacked team. You got Angel, you got Camilla, you got a lot of nice first round picks. So I'm just like, not to mention, more of viewership, because Sonya has her own like little fan base. So I'm just like, you got the rookie of the year, like last year, Andrew was in a conversation for rookie of the year. I'm just like, if you're trying to tank, like be smart about it. You had opportunity to have a great pick this season and you gave her up. I'm just so confused.
yeah. Well, you know what's really egregious about it all is the fact that when I look at all the players that the Fever picked up, and some of these players are like really quality players,
Shout out
and
to Ariel for taking her braids out. I was like, yes, Lord. She got her hair out, took the braids out. Yes, Ariel. You better go ahead, girl.
big shout, big shout.
Hold
Yeah,
on. I'm starting to feel really bad for Lexi. I'm like, if that girl get hit again, she had the black eyes for like the 2 games, and then she got hit in the mouth earlier. She was bleeding on the court. I'm like, she is just taking a beating the past few games, but she don't
yeah.
complain. She tough it out, so I'll give her that. Like she don't wallow. She don't complain. She don't cry. Like she get right back in there, busted lip, busted eyes, can't see, and she still keep playing. So she got my respect for that. But I'm just like, man, what's going to happen? I'm like, she's like an inch away from really being seriously hurt.
Yeah, she plays her game every game. You know what I mean? It's like it's the same, and she's always exerting the most energy to get up and down the court. So I mean, because that's what you look for your team to do, and that's what we're not seeing in the Chicago Sky. It just seemed like they're just I don't know a little bit aloof out there. So but
Tulip said, "Free Angel to the city of Angel, Hollywood Barbie." I don't think her and Rakia could be on the same team.
mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
don't, because they're so similar in terms of look and whatnot. And I don't think right now Rakia is not really getting the recognition that I think she might want. Obviously, she wants to be an all-star with Angel there with her. Like she's definitely not going to get it. And then you got
Yeah.
Kelsey Plum, who's trying to know who wants to be like the number 1 option on the team. Terica Hamby's there. Like I don't think that that would be a good place for her. Honestly, I don't. There's too many strong personalities there. Angel's an alpha herself. Like she's not going back down and play the back for nobody. So.
But you know what I think she would probably land? People may not look at it as such, but I really think she can play alongside Asia. I really do.
I've been said that. I would love to see her there. I think Mickey Ham is a great coach. I would love to see her next to someone like Asia in terms of development, learning. Like I told you a long time ago. Like I said, I see Angel as an Asia Wilson kind of player in a few years, as long as she keeps working on her game. And I meant that.
Yeah, I don't think they were getting each other way. And the reason I say that is because Asia is all over the place. Asia pop out, Asia go down low with her back to the basket. And you know what I mean? So
and she's the head honcho there too. So we already know. Like
yeah,
this is
no doubt.
Yeah. So like there's no, and I think they have a good respect for one another. So I think Asia would be okay with learning from her. Like I don't think she'd even mind.
Yeah, and not only that, she really would learn from her.
She would. Mm-hmm.
And her game really would develop because with Asia being able to play in or out, it's like she can do what she want to do at this point. And it'll help Asia out from the standpoint of these rebounds. Like she don't have to go down there and get these boards, sometime, So
and then also being with Chelsea Gray as well, being surrounded by people like by vets, you know what I mean? The Jackie Youngs and the Jewel Lloyds and stuff like that. I really feel like that would be something that's great for her. I would love that for her, honestly speaking.
Yeah, and since they won a chip together, and
I think that trying to figure the balance between her and Alyssa Smith, because they kind of do like some of the same things with the rebounds, but and then Asia also be getting her rebounds. Asia averaged like 12, 13, 14 rebounds a game, so she should be like the number 1 rebounding team in the league, really, if she was on that team.
as Vince, what's my boy name? Oh God, Vince Vidal. Oh, anyway, he's always say you're a real Windex man when you can clean the boards.
Mhm.
And if they was on the same team, it would be crazy because on this team, Camilla kind of backs up when Angel's on the floor, but
Mhm.
it wouldn't. That wouldn't be with both of them on the floor. With Agent and her, it'll be beautiful.
We got B Beckham said, "Hey Kaja and Brother D, what's good? What's good?"
Hey, what's up, Beckham?
I'm sorry, Beckham. Am I pronouncing it right? Let me know. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to be rude or offensive. But anyway, JT Money says Sky playing for Tyler and Jeff P tonight. Only down by 19 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. That's it. It looks like it's 27 right now to 44 on my
44.
screen.
That's it.
I'm not even sure what. Look. Oh, I had it right. Okay, I'm glad. I don't want to mess your name up. I appreciate you letting me know. I don't know. The Sky, I think at this point should be playing for each other. Like in the season, playing for one another, and it with a little bit of a momentum as much as possible. The season's about to end in like a couple of games. Like just end it on a high for I guess a moral win more than anything. Like you're not,
Yeah.
it's not going to be like a win obviously in the win column. In terms of being in WNBA because obviously they only won 10 games, lost 30. Like, but at least you can feel good about yourself. Like if that matters.
Yeah, they really need to learn to play harder. But as I said, they want
The turnover.
the top pick.
I don't know. Like I said, they had a chance to have Sonya there. They had a chance to have somebody who could score. You know what I mean? She's not like Kennedy Carter in terms of her the intensity that she brings, defensive wise, because Kennedy Carter is a little bit aggressive, you know what I mean? Sonya's not like that, but she can score, she can shoot. So I'm just like, why would you dare give her up? And then then you tank again? Like, and the whole thing just doesn't make any sense. It's so odd to me.
No, it's not odd. The word is obvious because
No, it is
that's what
odd
they
because I
do.
can see like you had opportunity to get a top pick this season. You chose to pass on it. So you're gonna tank the season again and then try to get a top pick again, and then what you're gonna pass on it again? Like we're gonna do this every single season?
And every time I explained to you what they were doing,
I don't think an owner's gonna be that dumb to do that season after season. Something's not adding up. Like,
well,
you just paying money for a coaching staff, for facilities and players just to pretty much tank every season. Like, what's the goal here?
Well, look at it like this: with the new collective bargaining agreement being in place, they're like, "We cool. We just need for all these crazy new fans to come in under CC, and everything will be great." So they're looking at things collectively. They're not looking at things as an individual. They want the league to grow. So they're thinking that by letting that
anybody
happen.
with eyes can see it's not growing. Last season it was the same thing. Caitlin Clark, her fan base grew. When she was playing, like the games were sold out. They had to move it to different stadiums. But when she's not playing, we see what happens. So I'm just like,
But we don't.
I don't know.
But we all know when a certain fan base, start to win, what happens is it's like contagious. And remember, it's still the numbers game. You always have to remember that the numbers game will always reign true. So
yeah, but what numbers are we talking about? Because like if you want to Indiana Fever game, I get that those games are going to be sold out. I get that. I get that the views are going to be high when she's playing. But when CC's not playing, when Fever are not on, then what are we saying? Because it's not, the numbers are going down then. So you're not winning at that point. It only works when she's playing.
No, but the primary objective was one, get that collective bargaining agreement in place. It's in place. So now we know we have good money coming in. We don't pretty much fold our hands. But what they're doing is they're trying to curate the whole league. And that's why they was like they weeded out Kennedy. They made her an example. They did what else? They chopped down Connecticut, so they can make an easier path for Kate to get there. These are the things that they were doing. We've seen them even do it when they was playing New York. How they allowed Kate just to pull up on one of these threes and never was putting cloud on her. So no one's not going to tell me that this is all coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
If they did it to Shador, if they did it to Kaepernick, what do you think they're going to do now? They're gonna make that money.
Well, Shador and Kaepernick are not the same situation. I don't want to compare every single thing. I don't think everything is the same.
I'm talking about collusion. I'm talking about how ownership will do what they have to do in order to achieve a goal. They will always do it.
But no goal was achieved here.
The goal.
Caitlin's missed the whole entire season pretty much due to her injury, whatever's going on with her, right? Her multiple injuries, mental health, whatever it is, combination of both, 3, 4, 5 things. Like, she's not here. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people who are like, they canceled their league pass. A lot of people who are not tuning in. I mean, if your viewership is down, what is it, over 55%? I mean, they said the numbers are, when she's not playing. And then now I think it went down even more when Sophie got hurt for the season. I'm like, what are you winning here? Because now you got the players, even on top of that, who don't even want to play anymore, who they're threatening to
a lot of
I guess go on strike or whatever have you. So I'm just like,
yeah, but hold on.
So I want to read this card real quick. DJ J Rod said that this team is proving Angel's point right now. Look, you got a valid point there. What's up, Dre? Dre, what's up? You're supposed to hit me back. Supposed to hit me back on Instagram. I haven't heard from you, but I'm glad you're doing good. What's up? What's up? Reddit Milky Way said the Valks are all sold out. They have like a nice crowd. The league is growing in spite of the one person marketing. It's also their ownership too. They got the same ownership group as Golden State. Warriors. They're about their money. Like, Joe Lacob is not going to just be planning out money and he's not getting back on that return, that ROI. Okay, so that's also a part of it. Like, that's a winning organization. So I understand why their crowd might be sold out. That makes sense, and it's a good team too.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
And something else now. Who's that? Who birthday?
Dre Styles. Happy birthday.
Dre, the blessing of Abraham upon you, my friend. Happy birthday. Amen. Yeah. So the whole thing with the threat of pulling out with the cash cow out, that threat is like minimized. These owners are making their money regardless. So it's just one of those things where the players are going to have to make up their minds, like really what they want to do. All they're doing is structuring this league so they can control it, and the players have zero say so. Zero.
I don't think that's going to work going forward. Like, I really feel like if they don't come to some kind of compromise, I don't see these players coming back. I feel like Nafisa, Stewie, Angel. I mean, obviously, it's quite a few more ladies. Obviously, like they're like they mean business. I think now they have Unrivaled where they're making 6 figures, and they went up, and they got an increase in their raise and their salary. Even this season, like so it's like I'm making 3 times what I'm making for the season in WNBA. Like, they don't have to come back.
Yeah, how about that?
I mean, before it was like some of them like don't go overseas. Some are only like getting money from here. But now the other avenues and the doors have opened up, and I'm making a lot more. I'm like, okay, the $1,400 for a week over here. I'm making 6 figures. That's good. Go ahead. I'm good. I don't have to sign this contract. Like,
not at all. Not at all.
The reason about Angel Reese foolery, talking about her being suspended, for Sunday. I had posted about that a little while ago. Her first half suspension for Sunday's game against the Aces. Like I said, Chicago, this organization has been bad for years. Like, it's not like it's just new. When Angel, it was even before Caitlin Clark came in. You know what I mean? So it's not like it just happened like these past 2 seasons. But I find it so odd that you have an organization. I don't know what happened, because they did have Candace Parker at one time. They won a championship in 2021. I don't know what the heck happened between that time and now, but it's just like a losing, like just nothing but like losers. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about the team. I'm just talking about when they do things, like a losing mentality. I'm like, what are you in the business for? You know, like what are you here for?
Yeah. Man, I feel so naked. I don't have no snacks. I don't have anything to drink. Jesus. Not
What do you
cool.
mean? What's going on with your lack of snacks? What we talking about? Halftime is coming up soon. You know, get your snacks. As a new fan of the WNBA, the WNBA is coming off as soft. Soft is how you mean, like in terms of like how they deal with players, like in terms of punishment, like when you do something that's deemed, I guess, unprofessional or a detriment to your team. I think the first half suspension was retarded. It was like I mean, it's so retarded. Just suspend her for the whole game.
Uh, Kai getting brutal.
It's so retarded.
She like, that's very short busted of you. That's hilarious. Oh man.
The
Yeah,
Kennedy
but
Carter situation, finding Sophie and now Angel. I mean, any league, you know, they protect the refs. The refs could make all kinds of like stupid choices, mistakes,
yeah.
and they don't get. They're never held accountable. I mean, at all. You know, things that can cost you a championship. You know, like nothing happens. But when it comes to the players, like they're held accountable. I think that's part of the problem as well. What about Kennedy Carter? Like, what about her specifically? You're saying? My bad, y'all.
You're right.
I mean, the one thing I personally did not have a problem with Kennedy Carter. You know, like I said, like she can ball. You know what I mean? I'm all for it, but I can't pretend like she didn't have a past. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason why she was going from team to team. There's a reason why she was out of the WNBA for 2 seasons. You know, before Angel Caitlin Clark got there. You do how you show up matters. How you treat people matters. You know how you talk to your teammates. All those things matter. Now, I don't know what kind of person she was in this locker room. No, Angel said many times last season that her and Kennedy Carter understood one another. Like they had built like a camaraderie of sorts, if you want to call it that, you know? So I don't think it was an issue between her and Angel, per se. But, you know, I think with her history, obviously, and then, you know, that whole thing that went viral 10 times over when, you know,
Mhm.
she had elbow, you know, Caitlin Clark super hard. I don't think that helped at all. Not in the slightest, but you know, you do have to be mindful of the choices that you make. And I'm talking about before, you know, her history, because that's still there. You know, she's another Draymond Green. Y'all don't leave Draymond alone. Hey, y'all don't leave Draymond alone.
Yeah.
Bickham said, I believe no weapon formed against Angel Reese shall prosper in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen, my sis. Amen to that.
I'm
Gotta
Dre Styles said he's new to the league, so I'm new, so I only saw her for 1 year. Yeah, you know, that is the thing. But when that happened with Caitlin Clark, you know, people talk about your history. I mean, like that's always gonna follow you. Like if you guys saw the Eagles game last night, you know, with Jalen Carter, you know, they started talking about, you know, what happened before he got drafted and why he fell, you know, and his character issues, you know, like people always gonna go back to something you did 5 years ago. It could be 9, 10 years ago. But the minute you
Amen.
do something, they're gonna be like, oh, you know, remember, you know, back in 2001, you know, he did, you know, hit his teacher. You know, like, and it could be 2019. But they're gonna go back to that to make it seem like it's connected, even though it's like decades apart, you know, like
Yeah, and you know what's so funny about that with Jalen Carter is the fact that today I heard several people bring up the fact how and I already knew this, Adama Kasu.
the
A
car
lot of people
accident.
no talking about spit on other players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, that is normal, and it's so funny how
That
um
spitting is normal? Who said that?
yeah a couple players. But it is normal. This is nothing. What I'm telling you is nothing new for football players to spit. Is
No, I
really
mean
nothing new.
on someone I'm talking
Yes,
about. I know they
on
spit on the
someone. Yes,
sidelines.
yes,
Oh,
yes. There was another Eagle has spit on someone. I mean,
and live on real time, we could see it.
in real time, you can see it. Yeah, yeah. This is not no isolated incident, but this is my whole
I've
point.
never seen that since I started watching.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm gonna pull your names in a minute, But you know who else? John Runyon. Oh, listen, a lot of these guys do it. But my whole point is that they will. It took a man who don't look like me, if y'all know what I mean, to say, "Hey, we all seen this before," and start going down the list of the names. But
Mhm.
everybody else is like to say, "Oh, okay, I don't forgive him because even though Dak did it first, I don't see why he did it." And I'm sitting here going, "All right, I believe he should be suspended for one game. I really do."
Mhm.
But this is what make a lot of people look dumb. Whenever you're presenting fact, I don't care what side you're gonna land on. Present all of the facts. Don't
Mhm.
just omit something to make yourself look bad. That makes you look like a liar. If
Mhm.
I'm omitting the fact that, oh yeah, well, such and such set something on fire over here, but you know what I mean. But somebody beat her up. I'm like, well, you fellow talk about the whole fire and then you try to burn things down. You know what I mean? You can't
Mhm.
omit these things. Once again, it makes you look dumb, and it took somebody in media who a non-African American to say that, and
Mhm.
you're scared to say it because you so busy wanting to bow down to the masses. Stop bowing down and just present your facts. You ain't gotta like what that boy did, you
I
know.
mean,
So
I didn't see the purpose in bringing up like what happened, when he was in the draft and so on and so forth. But I will say, spitting in general, I don't care who it is. It's disgusting. Spitting on somebody,
oh
like
yeah, it
there's
is.
there's no
It's
excuse for it. I don't care if you white, Asian, baseball, soccer.
yeah,
I
it
don't know. You
definitely.
run track, like you just a regular person. Like there's just no place for that kind. That's like so low and despicable to even do. I'm just
Yeah.
like, come on, like you just can't do that kind of stuff. So I don't know if they're gonna do. I think a suspension might happen. I guess we'll see. In the days to come. I haven't heard
You
anything
know,
as of yet, but maybe we'll see. We'll see.
I think the owner should do it. I know the league got to do what they have to do, but if the league decided not to, if I was the owner, I would,
Hmm.
because one thing about like questionable behavior, you have to address it. You can't just go, oh, okay, well, everything all right. He spit at him, he spit back at him, but it's like, dude, come on, man. You can't be costing us no game, which you got to think, because
Hmm.
that'll arise at a time that's inconvenient, and right
Yeah,
there it wasn't inconvenient in a sense because the game hadn't started pretty much, but even though
it definitely affected the game. That's for sure. I think
yeah, it
Dallas was like,
affected it, but
woo.
what I'm saying was it wasn't like the last minute, and it's like, yo, he can't be in the game,
Yeah, I get what you're
and
saying.
yeah,
Dre Styles said, I don't think she'll be out the league if this was the NBA. I think you're talking about Kennedy Carter, which some WNBA players always compare themselves to. Um, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't really watching back when like 2 years before Kennedy Carter when she was doing her thing. But like I said before, and I firmly believe this, Dre, like you have to be mindful of how you treat people. If you're going, if any player, any sport is going from team to team, and
mm-hmm,
you have teammates who are vocally coming out like she is a handful, he's a handful, and that's something that's really happening. So you got to be mindful of what you're doing. The league has their ways, but at the same time, I don't know if I would call them soft because these ladies be playing really hard. I mean, some of
yeah,
these fouls that I see, I'm like, oh my God. Like, and the refs just keep the game going. People like not laying across the court bleeding. It's like step right over you and continue on. So
yeah,
I don't know if I would call the league soft, but she just. I mean, I hope that she does get a chance to come back again because she definitely can play. She can shoot her behind off. But you got to be mindful of how you treat people. You got to be professional. Because that'll cut your career in half in any capacity. Like people can't talk to you. You're not coachable. You could be talented as all hell, but if it gets like to a point where it's the talent is the behaviors outweigh the talent, people got to move on. They're not going to deal with it. Joe, hold on, Joe. I'm gonna get to all your comments. Dre also asked, so did Dak do the same thing on internet was just talking? I saw the clip, they showed it during the game. Look, I don't know Dak. He always seems to be a classy individual, so he doesn't look the kind of man that would just spit on someone, but he did spit in his direction. Like if you saw the footage, I don't know if you saw, like he leaned over like the O line to spit on the ground. But Dak said in his post game interview, like he wasn't thinking about Jalen Carr, like he wasn't like, let me spit on you. But the fact that he did it, I guess, in his direction, and then Dak was kind of laughing. I don't know if he heard a joke or what was going on, you know. But obviously Jalen took offense to that, and he thought it was definitely for him, towards him. So, he did what he did.
All right, I got the facts here. Here we go. I got two of them: Terrell Owens and D'Angelo Hall, 2006. Owens was fined $35,000 for spitting on Hall. Broncos versus JJ.
Not
Bill,
2006. Oh my God.
it happened though. It doesn't. You can't. What you want me to do? Put a
I
one
was
behind
wondering
the
why
two.
I hadn't seen it, but you went back so far. I was like, man, how old was I back then?
But I'm telling you, things like this you know what? Let me just read. All right. Bill Romanowski for the Broncos versus JJ Stokes 49ers.
Oh my
I'm not gonna
God.
say I'm not gonna say the year, but
Please.
Romanowski was fined $7,500 for spitting in the face of Stokes. We also seen it when Chris Paul spit on no, it was Rondo. Which one did it? Was Rondo spit on Chris Paul versus vice versa?
I think it was Rajon Rondo, I think. I remember reading about that. I'm not sure though. I didn't see that myself, like watching, but I think I remember reading something like that.
Yeah, well, he did. I remember. I remember when it flew out of his mouth and went right into his face. But nevertheless, these, as I said before, things have happened. But these commentators, they all know what happened in the past. But when you trying to make it seem like it's an isolated incident and it never happened before, and this is the first time, I'm like, stop. Look,
I didn't get that in watching Get Up on First Take. I didn't get that they were trying to make it like it's never happened ever in like professional sports or in the NFL, like in the league as a whole. I feel like they were just talking about what happened with him last night in the game, as they should. Like when you do something, I'm not the kind of person that's going to bring up, okay, well, you did this, but somebody else did it too 10 years ago and 5 years ago or last month or whatever. Like I'm going to talk about that person in that situation. I'm not going to bring up something else. I'm talking about you and what you did. That's how I look at stuff.
But let's do this though. But remember, that's TV. This is entertainment. So when you're reporting stuff, just like when somebody said, "Hey, the last time we seen somebody get a triple double in this, and in the fourth quarter, it was back in blah 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 blah," and it happened. And they'll use any date and they'll go back, but they choose to omit things. That's my whole point.
I don't see why it needs to be discussed in the moment. If I'm being honest with you, we're talking
because
about
they always do it.
But for me, I'm like I said, I don't agree with that. Like if we're talking about Jalen Carter's behavior, we're talking about what he did. Now, if we want to talk about what Dak did that caused it or whatever have you, I'm cool. We could talk about those things because those two people were involved. But for me, that should be the conversation, the focal point, and how it affected the team.
Well, the reason why you want to bring it up is because you want to add nuance to your conversation. Because the conversation
that adds nuance.
But let me tell you why it adds nuance. Because we have to look back and say, well, what was the penalty then? And how was these players handled? So, and they was fined money. They weren't suspended. So whenever you look at things, you always have to look at history to see how it was handled. And that's why you have to do it.
Did they even have the same commissioner back in 2006, 2001?
No,
because rules and stuff, they change. Things change.
You know what they had though?
Move, so yeah,
they had the same shield.
Yeah, but regardless of that, like rules change, they grow, they'll like different commissioners come in, they do things differently, and I'm not advocating for the man to be, just traded or whatever have you, but the spitting, like I said, I don't care who does it. It's absolutely disgusting.
And see, this is why I always want things to get I want people to get a handle on things, because society we have a strange way of finding a way to railroad you to no end. They will take a black player and railroad him from the crown of his head to the sole of his feet, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, well, can't do that no more."
I didn't get that vibe from Jalen Carter. Like, by trying to railroad him, I didn't get that from the shows I watched.
Oh well, in Philly, they was talking about the whole question came up. Oh, should we trade him? You know what I mean? So you have to always watch. Listen, I know Philadelphia.
People are going to talk. You can't control that part. Of the
No. See, oh God. Years ago, one of the Philadelphia Phillies beat up his girlfriend on South Street. Right? He don't look like me. And
I want to keep the conversation in the same place
Well,
though. I don't want to
I'm
go
showing.
someplace else.
I'm not going anywhere else.
Okay.
I'm staying right here.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. See, because you always have to look at how things are dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get off of that because basically you can't say, oh yeah, well, this person was he did it and he was fined money, but he
Mm-hmm.
getting a 4-game suspension. How did you come up with that? What
Mm-hmm.
changed to make you say it should
Yeah,
be
but
so much of a
but what
harsher
I'm saying
penalty?
on Get Up on First Take, and I think the only person I think said that he should have been suspended. I think I saw it say outright was Stephen A. Smith. Everybody else just spoke about the behavior and how nasty it was, but I didn't hear anybody else like calling for his suspension or trade or whatever have you.
See,
Again, from the shows that I watched, like I said, I'm not in Philly, so I don't know what the radio was saying and so on and so forth. You know, but I think for me, I feel like sometimes we want to include. We want to make everything about, them versus us, so to speak, and about, well, when he
no,
did that
we
and he
just want
did
to.
that. Let me
We want.
finish. Let me finish.
Mm-mm.
I'm not talking about how you see things. I'm talking about how when I say
No, I'm
we,
not talking about how I'm
I'm talking
seeing
about
them.
as a majority. A lot of times, like it's like we bring up other things into the conversation, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
did you spit? Yes or no?
Did
Okay,
he spit? Yeah.
so
Okay.
you should know. You should have your consequences, whatever those consequences are. Now, back in 2001, 2006, it's almost 2026. You know what I mean? So how they do things now, I'm pretty sure across the board, a lot of things are different. So they may not be, doing the same things the same way. I mean, they've changed. How many rules have changed in the league professional sports since the early 2000s? I'm sure a
Okay.
lot has changed if we go back and do the research on it. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I mean, spitting is spitting. So if that comes with a 1-game suspension, okay, fine. Just a plain out fine or whatever, 35,000. I mean, these players make I don't know how much money now. So I mean, it might be like 50,000, no more than that. I guess we'll see whatever they choose to do.
But the reason.
Outside
All
of
right, I'm sorry.
I'm not saying they have to. I don't agree with suspending him for multiple games and $1 million fines. But 1-game suspension or a fine, I think is enough.
Yeah, but what makes things different is the fact that there is a difference because Dak did it towards him and then looked at him. So there is nuance to this. You can't
Yeah,
just
I said
omit
that.
it down.
I said
Huh?
that. I said to you
Yeah,
last night.
I understand that. I'm just yakking. So when I look at it, and we always have to look at history, we always have to weigh stuff. That's just how that's how things go. We can't just hunch our
People,
shoulder
but
and
I
go,
mean, but if we're gonna look at that, like I said, I don't think we're spitting across the board. If you look at the separation
mhm,
between Dak and Jalen Carter at the time, they were not even close at all. Like Dak's spit was nowhere near Jalen Carter. If that was his intention to spit on him, he really had to hawk that through the freaking helmet to really get on him. Jalen Carter walked all the way up into Dak's face and then
yeah,
spit. So that's also people gonna look at that as well. So okay, well, you were over there. Like you walked
yeah,
over to him and then did it like right on his jersey. So that's gonna also be something that people look at. You know what I mean? If he had just spit back where he was, maybe it wouldn't have gotten, where it did. You know what I mean? But and then so like I said, I understand he felt disrespected, obviously, and people are human. So he's like, you trying to spit on me? Okay, so hey, I'm gonna spit on you, but you got to be smart, like you got to be smart
yeah. No,
sometimes. You
yeah.
can't
Well,
you
yeah.
can't
Well,
you
him.
can't be
Well,
baited, you
yeah.
got
Well,
to be
him.
smart.
Him trying to do that. I agree. I'm just making sure that I want to make sure that he doesn't get railroaded.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody trying to railroad him. Not yet. I haven't seen it. Dre Styles said the NFL is racist, mostly black, but the average player plays 4 years. So they're not willing to unify because they have to provide for themselves and their family. I mean, look, I always said a long time ago, if Jerry Jones made a big deal about Colin Kaepernick, if anybody takes a knee on this team, you won't be to play here and yada, yada, yada. And the players, I guess, were scared about losing their money, but the owners make money on the players. That's how they make their money. They make it off of the players on the field. That's the bread and butter. So if everybody in the league took a knee, what you gonna do? Cancel the whole league? You're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? So Jerry could talk a big one, but you're not gonna
Yeah.
just get rid of the whole entire team, Jerry. Like you're not a fool, you're a businessman. So you might have an attitude about it. You might be mad, huff and puff, and whatever. That's fine. But you're not gonna just suspend the whole entire team and not play them at all. Like that's not gonna happen. So if everybody stopped thinking about individuals, actually did stuff there's always power in numbers. If we did stuff as a whole, it would have moved on. It would have moved past it. But that's not
Yeah,
going to happen.
yeah, they did it, and it moved forward because Patrick Mahomes and everybody else stepped in. But bye ratings, what what's it,
Reese,
what's it,
Reese
W?
popped in.
Yeah, I see that. That's why I read it. By okay, W. I can't hardly see it. I can't.
Reese said, bye ratings. W is finished.
Oh, that's what it says. Oh, okay.
I mean, Reese, look, okay, we got to be honest. I don't know if you're watching this game, Reese, all right? Like, I'm happy to see you, my brother. I'm glad you're doing good. If you look at this game, Caitlin hasn't played for how many games now? And they still have a very nice crowd. I know they bought their tickets way when. I don't know like how far in advance tickets go on sale, but they still have a nice crowd here in Indiana, okay? I don't think it's going to be empty stands in the playoffs. I look like people are still going to show up to root for the team.
The only thing that's consistent about the league right now with Caitlin now is her defensive effort. You like that one, dude? Woo! I pulled that one from the hip. Bam! That was funny. I enjoyed it. Oh, man.
They are saying Ariel Atkins had a problem and E. Will didn't start because she defended Angel. E. Will never starts though, unless somebody's injured. Then she might start her or Michaela Onyenwere. But for the most part, E. Will doesn't start. She comes off the bench. Reese don't have to be sold out. Like I've gone to basketball games and every seat wasn't filled. You know what I mean? But they still have a very, very nice crowd, is what I'm saying. Like they have way more filled seats than they have empty seats.
Yeah, and a lot of those tickets are already sold, but people probably not showing up because of Angel. But once again, I'm saying Angel. I'm sorry, but because of Kate. But this is what I told you before, Reese. It's the fact that you cannot measure your product with people who are trying to control you. You can't have them do that, because if they control you, they're going to drive it into the ground. Mm-hmm. They're going to make you do things that you don't want to do. Mm-hmm. And so that's what the problem is. So all those crazy Clark fans, bye, tell them go ahead. Ain't gonna mean like they still got their collective bargaining agreement. So it's cool. And the fans that like their team in their own hometown, they're going to show up for them because they play hard, or because they're making the playoffs, or however whoever likes ball. You have to like it. Caitlin, man, I'm so tired of hearing about that girl.
Dre said, I never liked Atkins from Unrivaled, and she proved me right. Get it, Matt. I see why she's inconsistent. She's spoken up for Angel more than one time throughout this season. So now I'm not gonna rag on her. She is inconsistent though. So one game might be 29, next game you might just get 8. So she is inconsistent. I'll give you that. But she does always show up for her teammates, even like on the court. Like if one of her teammates is foul, like she will fly over. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like she'll get in the ref's face. Like she's a good teammate in my opinion. But I could understand how they might have felt some kind of way because, like I said, I don't know what the thing is. We only get the part of the article that the writer wanted us to know about. I'm pretty sure there was a long conversation that took place, and then she took bits and pieces and put the article together. And of course, when you put that part in the article, like Angel Reese said, I'm not doing the same shit again next year. That's how people are like, oh, what Angel Reese said? I mean, because that sounds juicy, right? You're like, oh, drama. What she said? Like, what's happening, right? And the other part of, we have to get good players. We have to get great players. So if you're on her team and it's like, wait, what you saying? I'm not good? I'm not great? That would cause some kind of like, wait, what's happening? Like, what did you say? Like, what did you mean? So I mean, I can get why she would be offended because I would be too in a way. Like, what you say? I'm not even good. It's just you. Yeah. You're the only one that's good. But like I said, I think that's why I said if they were going to suspend her for half a game because of her statement she made and during the league mandated presser, I'm just like, well, she said outright she apologized. She also said she addressed the team privately before the game because she didn't want the team to think it was about her. So I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what did she say that was wrong?
Yeah, Unfortunately, they'll take action on that, but they're not taking action on getting better players. They're not taking action
That was
on.
my issue. I'm like, if you're gonna hold, how you hold the players to a standard, you don't hold the whole organization to. Like, this is what I'm like. Where's ownership at? So you
Yeah.
can have a GM who's getting paid. I'm pretty sure he gets paid decently, to not do nothing. You got a coach who's awful. But no, we can just forget all that. Just hold the players accountable.
Yeah, it's kind of it really is kind of sad, and when you see, and all you got to do, if they consider the Fever the gold standard, and we see them keep revolving players, you know, when you don't see another team do that, why can't their star player be upset? Because when the big thing came, everybody talked for Caitlyn. Oh yeah, Caitlyn need better people around her. But look, well, we already knew better people was around her. We are, because listen, I told you in the beginning of the year, I was like, yeah, Kelsey Mitchell, she's gonna lead this. And so what's she doing? Why? Because she has better handle. She's quicker. She can play deep. She
She
can do so
probably
many
it would
things
be
that
it would
Kate
be
can't
different if
do.
Caitlyn was there though, because she's gonna be the focal point.
Yeah, but once again, but who's causing the drought? It ain't her. It's Caitlyn.
Reese said 2 million fans gone overnight, about 300,000 left. CBA, question mark, never. Lockout, new league, Clark movie coming soon. I'll bet anything. They already signed that. They already have a lot of these things in place. Like I said, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen, but like I said, I don't see the league just disappearing next season. That I don't see at
Caitlyn.
all. And that's what the league was there before Caitlyn. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, like nobody was watching it, it was trash and so on and so forth, but it was still there. That's
It
my
was there.
point. That's my point. It's been there
Bottom
since like
line.
1994. Like whether one person watched or 10 million, like it was still there. So I don't see it not being there unless the players, of course, say we're not playing until we get paid. Then we're not going to have any WNBA games because you don't have any players, right? But until that happens, they're going to be out there on the court. They're still going to be playing. Until that part happens. There won't be a new league. Caitlin Clark, I mean, y'all need to stop, doing that to that young lady. And I'm saying y'all because you're part of the problem. Like y'all want her to go overseas and start this brand new league and whatnot, where she's gonna be. I think y'all expect her to be treated like gold or some shit. Like it's not realistic. Like they're gonna play defense on her. They're going to guard her. She's you have to pick her up, from far because of her range. They're not gonna just watch her go to the freaking rim. It's never gonna happen. Yeah. And they fouled each other hard already, so she's gonna be fouled hard as well. And she's gonna keep if she's not tough enough mentally, physically, she's not gonna be able to play overseas.
She would never last over here.
Like y'all need to stop. Like go to a new league. What new league is coming? What players are coming?
Who's gonna form a league in like 10 cities? Because you start off at least 10 teams. Who's gonna form a league in 10 cities for one girl? Who's gonna do it?
And then where you get all these players from? Because right now they're still over here. They're signed to Unrivaled. Unless you're getting all players from overseas to come over here, or you're getting a whole bunch of college players to come out early and join her in this league, or all the players who I guess nobody wants, you know what I mean, or whatever, to come to her league. But I mean, again, if she's one person, that league is not going to go but so far with her being the only person that's the focal point. It doesn't matter. Y'all look at the NFL. Tom Brady retired. The NFL is still going, right? Now they got Patrick Mahomes, who people say is arguably the golden generation. Like things have to keep moving. When LeBron retires, Steph retires, when MJ retired, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like you can go back in time. It still has to keep going. Nothing's going to sustain. We're just talking about one person, the whole entire time. This season, Kate happened to be hurt, right? She missed what 30 games now at this point. Only played, I believe, 9 or 13, something like that. She missed a lot of games. So if she, God forbid, she gets hurt in this new league because injuries do happen, then what? We're gonna go to a different league again? I mean, like come on, like.
Yeah, the one thing I want to know from Reese is this. So what they all going to sign an NDA, saying that they won't foul her, they won't rough her up, they won't bump her, they'll let her shoot threes uncontested, because outside of that, she'll flop. And because why? She will not. Caitlin Clark refused to work on her body. That's why her little skinny behind is sitting right on that bench over there. Trust me, it's in her head, and she probably got a little tweak. That injury probably is not that great, but you know what? She's going to exacerbate in her mind. I'm telling you, she's messed up in her head. Because
So
all y'all keep putting that pressure on. I'm sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead, guys.
there's so much pressure on her. I mean, that's a part of it. You have to remember that she's 22, 23 years old. Like y'all putting way too much pressure on her. Let her just play basketball.
Yeah.
She's not trying to be, the person that saves everything. She's not. She just wants to play. Like let her just have the freedom to play and enjoy the sport that she loves. I really feel that's all she wants. I don't think she's trying to be Captain Save a Hole, so to speak. Like I don't believe that. Reese
Mhm.
said, doesn't matter who you put around Reese. You run offense through her, the team loses. The team actually looks a lot better with Angel Reese, at the helm. But it doesn't have to go through her. So that's not. I don't understand your
Reed.
point. Hold on, real quick. Coach your thought. I want you to forget it. Like you don't have to put the offense through Angel. That doesn't have to be. So like I don't understand what you're trying to say. Travels, turnovers. So does Caitlin Clark not travel? Is Angel the only one that might travel or turnover? No. I mean, in this game alone, look at the score. Look at the score right now, and Angel is nowhere in sight. You hear talking about other players can't shine. Angel missed what? I mean, 10, 11 games this season. Cardoso, Camilla had plenty of time to shine. Okay, even tonight she could shine. She's not. Yeah, I just stop putting everything on Angel. It's like you make excuses for Caitlin, but then you put everything on Angel, and I don't rock with that. Like I don't believe in excuses. No, Brother D knows this. I'm gonna hold you accountable across the board. I'm not gonna excuse one person and make excuses for the other. I don't rock with that. Camilla has plenty of time to shine. She's had plenty of time, especially in games where Angel Reese was not present, and it hasn't happened. That's a Camilla issue, not an Angel issue. She's 6'7", playing like she's 5'11" sometimes. That's on her, not Angel. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna put that on Angel.
Reese, 4 words. Angel is a champion. Continue.
And on top of that, like I agree with you. Like you're not watching Angel, you're not watching her because the score. I mean, look crazy. Like it looks crazy. You know what I mean? And when Angel's not there, I mean the deficit, it's like not even close. I'm like, look, like what team is this? Like she does impact winning. Y'all keep talking about her missing her layups and whatnot. So what? I watched plenty of games where half the girls are missing layups. I'm like, how she missed that? Like what we saying? And Caitlin Clark turns the ball over.
Like
If you
hotcakes.
take away her 3-point shooting, what you got her doing?
Exactly.
I'll wait.
She's not making a left-handed layup, right?
I'll wait.
She's not playing defense, right?
If
She
they
can't stop
said
her opponent.
if they said no 3-point shooting, that's it. We'll wait. What's she doing? How's she contributing? Now, I don't take away her skill. She's obviously gifted when it comes to 3-point shooting. That's her calling card. That's her bread and butter. Everybody has a skill or something that that they do well. So cool for her. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I mean that is her thing. But if you take that away, then what else is she doing?
But see, this would get me. We're saying that hypothetically as if we said you can't shoot 3-pointers. You can take away her 3-pointers just by playing tight defense on her. That's a whole different analogy because now you got to go and go, well, that means that all you got to do is play tight D and those 3-pointers are going to cut down. And that's what we have seen.
Mm-hmm.
So all this, oh yeah, like she's dominating the league. Who does she dominate? Name somebody she dominated. When have you ever seen them say, yo, go get, we need that bucket. Go get it to her. Oh, we need to stop. Go stop him out there, CC. No, never. So all this talk about how great she is, she's not great to me. She's a mediocre player hyped up by white supremacy.
I think her shooting. I separate like shooters from like players to me. When I look at it, I'm like, okay, like you're a great shooter, but you're not a great overall player. That's how I look at it. Me personally. Dre Style said, I do agree Cardoso is leaving after her contract is up, and she should. I hope that she does. I really feel like he has done nothing at all to help develop Camilla and bring the best out of her. There are so many games where I do see her starting off great. She's starting off great. She has points. What's up, DJ? Other DJs in here. What's up? I do see games where Camilla is off to a great start. She might have like 12 points in the first quarter. She might have 12 and 6, and then he'll sit her on the bench for the whole second half. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? So that's part of the reason why. And then JT Money said Camilla is 6'7", 2 rebounds tonight, no excuses. The whole team is being out rebounded right now. They know that Chicago is one of the best rebounding teams in the league, especially with Angel Reese there. And y'all said what y'all want. People always talk about rebounds, like it's not like you don't win. Like rebounds are not important. Okay, like rebounds are very, very much important to winning games, especially championships. Second chance opportunities, extra time, to extra shots. Like, I mean, like, come on, like there's a reason why rebounding is there. It is very, very important. And it may not be the sexiest skill, depending on how you look at it, compared to 3-point shooting or a nice jump shot or whatever, smooth like SGA, but it
Yeah,
very much helps to impact winning. Let's stop acting
yeah,
like it doesn't mean nothing. It's like meaningless, because it's not.
yeah.
And
It's a
I don't. Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm
I
just
don't
saying
know what.
it's necessary. It's
Yeah.
not. Everyone has to every team has to rebound. So if the opponent misses their shot, what you gonna do? Stand there and look at the ball? No, you rebound it.
Yeah, I
So
mean, yeah. I've seen people get like 6 points in a matter of like a minute over this rebound and second chance points. I catch it, bam, pass it back out. Miss it
but let
again,
me
bam, catch it, pass it again. You know what I mean? Like try again, try again. Like
yeah,
no rebounds, no championships. Period.
and that breaks the heart of the opponent. But let me say this, and this is what I mean by when people hijack things. I'm telling you guys, I really want you guys in the chat to really remain cognizant of what goes around. Have you ever noticed that people take a word or anything and hijack it, and they try to tell you, they try to redefine it and tell you what it means, what it should mean. Now everybody's questioning if rebounds are important. Are you kidding me? Rebounds? Rebounds. We're saying, are rebounds important? And when you let that affect your paradigm,
Reese
it,
bounds. I call
exactly.
them Reese bounds when she's on the court.
It,
But for Camilla to be 6'7" and have only 2 rebounds, there is no excuse. You're absolutely right, JT. No excuse at all. I mean, come on, you 6'7".
yeah, and this is my point. You can't let people redefine things about you, about your whatever it may be. You know that rebounds is important. Who sit there and watch the ball come off the rim and just say, "Hey, y'all run down the other end. Don't touch the ball." Who says that?
Hold on. Dre said Angel has an unorthodox style. I could, yeah, that she does. She is even-handed or ambidextrous, whatever the word is, ambidextrous. I honestly believe if Angel had different trainers, she has the potential to be better than Asia. I don't know if I would say better, but I do believe that I've always said this, that she could be an Asia caliber player. I do believe that. I see it in her. Obviously, it's going to be work. I'm not going to say it's going to happen overnight,
Yeah,
but if she's willing to work on it, because she already has everything else. She already has, the competitive nature. She's aggressive. She doesn't quit. She rebounds. Like her playmaking has gone up. Her system gone up. Like she seems to work on her, like her shooting. Like that's really it. Everything else she already has.
look, like they just got 4 rebounds in a row. Chicago did 4 in a row off the same
I saw
possession.
them miss free throws too.
Oh yeah, they missing shots as well, but
Yeah, they always always turn the ball over, and their defense is always problematic. She's more mobile than Asia. She doesn't have the confidence yet. Yeah, I think honestly, when you keep hearing people talk about, look at that, look at what's going on right now. When you keep hearing people talk about, I think it gets to her. She may not want to admit it, but I think all the videos of her bricking and the me bound conversation. Like if you notice her now, she shouldn't even go for offensive rebounds. She just go for defensive rebounds now. Like she may not admit it, but I think there's a part of her that does get bothered, and offended by
of
it. I mean,
course.
she's still a person, like she's still a person. So I do believe, yeah, when it comes to her, like when it comes to even with shooting, like she always pass the ball first. Like she won't take that jump shot unless she absolutely has to, and there's 2 seconds left on the clock. Like she's gonna look for somebody to pass that ball first before she shoots. So she still work on her confidence. None of that stuff matters. These racist, jealous demons are ready to destroy the league. I don't know who's a racist demon or race. It's over, and you will see. This league is just FAFO. I'm not sure what that means. No number of lies will save them. Opinions won't save them. I don't know what. I don't do opinions. I don't know if y'all follow me really and truly. Y'all watch my videos. I don't do opinions. I do facts. The fact of the matter is that the league has been here since like 1994. That is a fact. That's not Kod's opinion on Just Simply Sports. That's a fact. Like you may not have watched it or you may not have found it interesting or whatever, but it has very much still been here. I don't believe that next year, because Caitlin's here now, that it's just going to shut down and this whole new league is going to come. That is your opinion. That's not a fact. That's your opinion. The fact is that the league is here. That's a fact. What you're suggesting is what you're hoping to happen. What you may want to happen, you're dreaming to happen, but that hasn't happened yet. Until it does, that your opinion like you really and truly. I mean, like what are you saying here? Like what are you talking about?
I'll be right back, yeah.
Go ahead. I love Reese too. Reese from Philly said I love Reese too, but she is not fun to watch. Sloppiest player ever. I watch her when I'm high as hell, rolling on the floor laughing. I think that's actually sad for you to say, because honestly speaking, like a lot of these ladies don't necessarily have the prettiest form. A lot of them are running into one another. I mean, did you not see when Lexi and Gabby went like face first into one another, and Gabby like hurt her her head, and then Lexi obviously like she hit her nose really bad, and then you saw with the two black eyes like the next couple of games, you know. So I mean, there's a lot obviously that she can work on and improve, of course. But I think the y'all sitting at home behind y'all screens laughing at her while she's out there living her dream. I think the joke is on y'all because where's the joke at? Like, say what you want, I'm still living out my dream. Like she's on the cover of a freaking 2K. Like y'all made fun about her me bounce. Okay, I trademarked that. Like she's turning all these so-called L's, you know, into wins for her. And this is amazing. For her to be able to retire her mom at what 23? Like that's huge. I don't see anything to be that's laughable when it comes to Angel Reese at all, or Caitlin Clark, because they're both successful. Like I don't see anything funny about it at all. I think it's funny when you're at home. I'm not saying you're broke, but for those who are at home broke, who don't have anything going on, I think that's funny if you sit at home and make fun of somebody else who's actually doing something with their time. That's productive. There was buzz of the W being stopped the year Clark came. Well, buzz is not a fact, right? We talking about facts or opinions. You know, I'm like, if that was the case, then they wouldn't have signed that, you know, that brand new multimedia deal.
Yeah.
You know, like if that was the case. I like players who move gracefully on the court. Well, I mean, everybody's not gonna look like SGA and Steph. SGA is smooth with it. It look effortless. With Steph, it looks effortless. And y'all know I love me some Stephen Curry, okay? But everybody don't look like that. Some folks look unorthodox. Some folks, I was like, wow, you got a weird, like Tyrese Halliburton. If you've been here rocking with me, I love me Tyrese. I call him Tata, okay? I love Tyrese Halliburton. He's somebody else who has a weird, like, you know, shooting style, like the way his shooting form. And I remember him saying, like, before he was drafted, like, Steve Kerr reached out to his coach and was like, don't change his form. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. This is before anybody really like he was drafted and so on and so forth, right? Because he did work out with the Warriors. He was gonna be drafted there, but obviously it didn't work out that way. But he saw something in it. Sometimes there's beauty in not being perfect or nice, so to speak, in the conventional term. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Uno, what's up?
Well,
What's up?
Even with Caitlyn having this perfect form like you like her to have, she's still a loser. So, whatever that's worth.
You know, I'm just like, you know, like y'all look for, if you like basketball, you like basketball, or you only like it when somebody looks the way you think it should look. That's what irritates me with the I said it reminds me of Lamar Jackson. It's like, oh, you know, well, he runs too much, you know, he's not using his arm. That's not his style. Like, that's not his style. Like, he likes to run a little bit more. But is he winning? Like, that's the thing. Is he making his teammates better? You know, those things shouldn't matter. Why do we? To me, it's like so crazy. Like, we have to like have this. It's like we have this picture in our minds of how a player is supposed to look when they shoot. Oh, that's not pretty. You know, the rebounds are not sexy. I don't want to see anybody playing defense. That's a part of the game. You got to play defense. Otherwise, you're just out there just shooting or whatever have you. You have to just throw into the passes in the end zone. I mean, one can't exist without the other, and like you need both. Otherwise, you're not going to have a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why, even though I didn't get to see Michael Jordan on the Bulls, when I see the highlights, he looked better than LeBron. Reese, stop it here. You no, this is not no. You're no real fan. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of like backhanded compliment is that? Like, I'm gonna watch Reese for 20 years. She's my favorite player after Clark. I can select players that can't that ain't good. I love Rodman. Her comedic style. What did you say? Her comedic style adds value. I don't want her to change. That's such a disingenuous comment. I'm like, come on now. I expect better from you, Reese.
What'd you say about her champion style? Did what?
Caitlyn is a loser? Question mark. Because every numero uno says Caitlyn is a loser? Question mark. Because every NBA player who doesn't have a college tip is a loser. We look
No,
when it comes,
no,
y'all
I can
act like
explain it.
no. I wasn't talking about you. No, I'm just about my point of view. I'm not explaining for you, but you should go ahead and do that. You know, in a second. Y'all keep talking. Y'all always talk about when I hear the conversation between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Y'all always admit the fact that she beat her. And y'all keep saying, oh, well, Angel wasn't impactful in the team. The team was good before her, but the team did not win until she got there. That is a fact, not an opinion. And they haven't won since she left. You know, now I'm not saying they won't win in the future because obviously anything is possible. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is that was their first championship and it didn't happen until Angel Reese became a part of that team. This is a team sport regardless. And when y'all keep saying how great Caitlin Clark is compared to Angel, they're two different players completely, two different positions, everything. But y'all always comparing them like they're the same player. So it is what it is. If you're going to compare them, you can't tell me, oh, well, look at what Caitlin Clark did in college and so on and so forth. But did she win? And the answer is no. That's it.
Who was that? Who said
Paige
that?
won too. Go ahead.
Who said numero uno?
Yeah.
Numero uno, my man. All right. Or female, I'm not sure. But anyway, so why is she a loser? Okay, here's why she.
Hold on real quick. I said it's a team sport. I said it's a team sport, numero uno. I said she's a team sport. I said she didn't win until she's a part of that team. I did say that. I didn't say it was all on her or no by herself. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, you asked why do I say that she's a loser? And she is a loser. And I'm going to tell you why. She's a loser because in 5 years of college, I know they say, well, you didn't play 1 year, COVID, blah, 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 whatever. 5 years of college, right? 4 years of high school, 2 years, 2 years as a pro. All right. When Caitlin got to her destination where she was supposed to get to, everyone wrote her coattail and said, oh, she's the greatest. No one's going to be able to stop Caitlin. And as soon as she loses, everyone says it's the team's fault. But have you noticed what happened in both of those championship games that made them lose? Caitlin Clark got shut down defensively in the second half. When they put an athletic girl on her, let's just go ahead and say it. When they put a nice athletic black girl on her with long limbs who can block that shot and get around that foot speed, because she's not too quick. She quick north-south, not east-west. She gets shut down. And this is where she's lazy. They said when they shut her down offensively, they said that she was high IQ and she could pass. But she wasn't passing to her teammates. So she wasn't able to create a pass. Neither was she able to create a shot. So therefore, since she didn't work on her game, she's a loser. That's why she's a loser. We've seen everybody else improve, but Caitlin Clark, she's the same player. Trust me when I tell you, she wasn't her sophomore year in college. Nothing's changed. She's the same chick. Can't use her left hand, can't play defense, turns the ball over like hotcakes. All her little woes are still intact. And she loses. So put that in the pipe and smoke it.
Dre said they could have won 2, I believe, but Moki just let Caitlin do whatever. Yeah, maybe. Nobody ever compared Clark to Reese. Who was that stupid? It's all the time. It's all the time. Every time you bring up Caitlin Clark, why are y'all mentioning Angel? I've made quite a few posts congratulating Caitlin Clark on one of her accomplishments, right? I don't bring them in the same conversation unless I'm talking about something that happened in the game pertaining to the both of them in that game. They're playing one another. But I'm like, when Caitlin Clark was, I think, Time Athlete of the Year. I posted about congratulations for her, right? In the comments, I have Angel Reese could never. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like this post is about Caitlin Clark. Why y'all bringing Angel in the conversation? Angel said, last season that she was part of the reason why the WNBA has new eyes. She was right. Y'all
She
act
was right.
Like Angel don't have a fan base now. Like people
Mhm.
don't want to. Like, people are not buying not buying her shirts, not buying her jerseys. I mean, she was second behind Caitlin Clark in terms of the highest jersey sales in WNBA. So people do want to see her play. There are people at the games who are there cheering for her, who want to see her play. Like these things are real, you guys. Like if you go to some of the comments, you have players when she was hurt. Somebody was like, "Oh man, I bought a ticket and I flew up for my birthday. I want to see you play. I'm sad you can't play." You know what I mean? Like they left it on her page and in her comments. So like people do like her. People do follow her. Y'all act like she don't have any fans at all that followed her from college to the WNBA. Like it's only Caitlin Clark that has followers and nobody else does. Like that's not real to me. I don't know where y'all get that from. But y'all love to make that kind of comparison and make that kind of joke. Numero Uno said Steph didn't win anything till his first NBA championship 2015, years after being drafted. Okay. But
Okay.
we're not talking about WNBA right now. We were talking about what Caitlin Clark what has happened. Okay, we want to go back further than that. Angel Reese also won in high school 2 times.
But
So
mm,
Angel, also had 24 D1 college offers. So that speaks to the kind of player that she has always been. Like this is not new. Even people like Az Fudd, Paige Beckers, who else? Sanaya Rivers, for the Connecticut Sun. They all ran a lot of the same circles when they were younger. And they all say who Angel is now, she's always been. Like that's
mhm.
who she's been. Like, so y'all keep saying she's not talented, all these different things. 21 D1 offers is a lot of freaking offers. I don't think she's getting them offers because people just find her style of play funny. Like, come on now.
And you guys also got to realize that you know uh,
Dre, me and you were here. Go ahead. Go ahead. What you want to say?
no good. Angel Reese, when you look at the fact that she was already the Bayou Barbie for a couple years, she was already Instagram hit, and so by her and the Bayou Barbie has to do with basketball. Instagram has to do with basketball and fashion. She was already a hit. She was already doing what she was doing. What get me about Caitlin Clark is you guys want to deem her when you want to talk about her and Steph. Steph, let's look at Steph. We say, oh, well, she wasn't like quite a player. Look, Steph came in the league with hurt ankles. We seen Steph improve his game. Only thing we see this girl doing thus far is falling out. She collapses. She just don't do anything to improve herself. And I have a big problem with that because everybody wanted to see what Angel was going to do in the offseason. Oh, what is Angel going to do? She went to Unrivaled and won a chip. So she did what she was supposed to do. This girl sat on her behind all from when? From October all the way down to what, March?
Mhm.
And did what? Came in hurt. Came in hurt. Came in smoking. So
Oh
don't
my
tell me
God.
about how great she is. She's not
Mhm.
great to me.
I'm looking at Odyssey Sims. Her lip is so freaking huge. They're talking to her right now. I'm like, her lip is all the way out there. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Um, Dre said Caitlin is almost at her ceiling. She's not yet, but Angel's nowhere near hers if you want to compare. Thank you. When I saw
that's true.
the top 20, the top 25, under 25 WNBA players who have the highest ceiling. For Caitlin Clark to be number one, I understood why they put number one because it's ESPN, like it's Caitlin Clark, I get it. But if we're being truthful, she's already at her ceiling. What do y'all think? What is Caitlin gonna look like? And what's gonna change about her game? And it's not. I don't even blame her so much. There's also people around her. The only coach that has tried to get her to do something different and take her game to the next level has been Coach White. Only one. Y'all keep asking
Mhm.
for her college coach to come so that Caitlin can play the way she's used to playing. Stephanie White keeps taking her off the ball. She just know how to move
Well,
without the freaking ball. That's important. Steph can do it without the ball phenomenally. He can get the ball without it. I mean, he can do whatever he needs to do. That's why he's who he freaking is. Y'all keep limiting her to playing this style of play she's played since high school. And on this level, it's catching up with her. She's not going to move, but so far, she's not going to grow and evolve. If y'all keep holding her to just holding the ball and shooting these logo threes, and that's it. Like there has to be more to her game than that if she's going to be the player that y'all really want her to be.
And then if she come back and watch this, if she comes back next year and makes an improvement, they're gonna act like she always done it. Whatever the improvement is gonna be. Oh, she'd always done that. And I know she hasn't. Only thing she does is get shut down and tight for defensive games. That's all she do.
Like I
Prove
said,
me wrong.
Angel,
You know what? Prove me wrong.
Angel's ceiling is a lot higher than Caitlin Clark's. Caitlin Clark has hit her ceiling. I don't see much more from her. Like, she doesn't play defense. You don't really have any coaches who are challenging her to learn how to play off the ball, to kind of like let her play where she's comfortable. And I guess that's good because y'all want to see her shoot threes, but there's no growth there. So she's going to always stay in that same area. So I think this is what we've seen from her. Her style, her ceiling is her ceiling. However, Angel, if this is her floor, if her floor is double doubles or triple double, let's not forget triple double as well. Okay. So at one point it was only her and Caitlin Clark who had it in the whole entire season. For a while, they're both their second seasons, like period. So like the potential for Angel, again, if she's willing to work on it, is super, super high. It's super up there because everything that she does everything that she can do offensively, what she already does defensively. You can't be this bomb player if you're a liability on defense across the board. Not in my humble opinion.
You even see her ex teammate on the Valkyries. What's her name? Kate Martin. Kate get better.
What about?
Yeah, I've seen Kate get better.
Again, it's also the coach. The coach, like I said, that coach is good.
Yeah,
he's good.
Yeah. I seen Kate. You know what I mean? Doing this pulling up and actually creating her own shot even more. Well, she was more like
being out rebounded, just out rebounded. Come on.
Yeah. Like this girl dribbling like she's scared.
They played. Chicago has played Fever for I don't know how many. Like this is their fourth time this season. I mean, come on. This is like just despicable. CC is not even the best player in WNBA. She's not the best player. That's Asia Wilson or Nafisa Collier. Or even better, you want to go Alyssa Thomas because she does everything. Like those three to me at the top of the pack. But no, it's not Caitlin Clark. Her shooting is one part, but what about the rest of her game? I don't see it.
This is horrible.
There is no way you watch the games. What games you talking about, numero uno? So this is okay, calling the player a loser and screaming. I'm not sure what games you're talking about. So be more specific.
Whoa. I own this house.
What house you own? You own your house. Yeah. But what I'm saying is I don't understand what games he's talking about. That's what I'm asking.
But he asked me why am I yelling?
The first part of the question he said, there's no way you watch the games. I'm asking what games he's talking about. He's talking about high school, college, WBA. That's what I'm asking. Now, obviously, the screaming part, that's between you and him. I'm talking about that part, though. Numero uno said, can we kindly just leave Angel out of this? I agree. 2 separate players, 2 separate positions, 2 different personalities.
Oh, gladly.
I'm fine with that. But y'all don't do that, though. Maybe you do it, but in the majority, y'all don't. Mm-hmm. I made a post earlier about Angel. I guarantee when I go back to read the comments, it'll be half of them will be about Caitlin Clark, who hasn't played pretty much the whole entire season. They be talking to her fans and they say she don't have a fan base. LOL, idiot, Dre. Dre loves to tell me. Reese, she got all these flaws and still much better than everybody else. No, she's not. She's not.
Yeah.
Her fans don't care about any of that stuff. He says.
We already know that.
Notice how he's talking about you, I guess. Notice how his blood pressure rises when he hear Clark's name.
What'd you say?
Reese was saying, notice how your blood pressure rises when you hear Caitlin Clark's name.
No, my blood pressure rises when you lie and say that she's great, because she's not great. If she was great, she would overcome.
Brother D, can you please answer if you think that Steph was a loser till 2015?
Do I think he was okay?
Until he won a championship.
Okay, I understand. No, I got you. Don't even worry about it. So this is what we have to do. You have to ask yourself the question: when Steph came into the league, right? Whoever said that Steph was the GOAT, whoever said that Steph was better than all the other players, whoever said that Steph was going to win a championship right out and change the whole franchise around in day one. Tell me when they said any of those things, and I answer your question. Just give me one of them.
Hold on, there's a lot of comments in here that I missed, you guys. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I want to make sure I got everything. Okay, so we spoke about the loser for Steph Curry. JT Money, Clark fans want to attack all these players, starting with Angel. Angel fans and these other fans just want peace. I mean, that would be great. I'm so tired every time I make a post about Angel. I get all these Caitlin Clark comments. It's so annoying. I'm like, if you don't like Angel Reese, just go to a different page, go to a different post. Just go along. I mean, fine. There's plenty of Caitlin Clark content. Why are you here? You know what I mean? On my page, on my post, if you don't like Angel, just run along. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Dre Styles said she won volleyball too. Who won volleyball? You talking about Caitlin Clark? Numero uno. Come on. No, it doesn't. Come on, guys. What are we doing? When you are young, height matters a lot more. Also, you guys must be aware of her basketball connections. So she was going to get basketball opportunities. She earned those. We're talking about Angel Reese. She earned those. 24 is a lot. She earned that. And everybody who has played with her, who's playing now, has always said back from way back when, you know what I mean? Before she even had those offers, she's always been the same player that she is now. So I'm not going to discredit her because she has these connections. No. I'm not going to do that. She earned that. Yeah, Valerie. Man. Hello, Valerie. I haven't seen you in here before. Valerie McNear says, amen. She will never be great. I don't like to say what somebody never will be. I do feel like if Caitlin Clark wants to go work on the things that she's not good at, like work on her defense, work on be able to move without the ball, work on not just being great with the 3-point shooting, but develop other parts of her game using her left hand, other things of that nature, I think she can if she's willing to work on it. But I think because the coaches have been afraid to try to get her to do different things because the fan base is going to get so angry. Like, why are they making Caitlin Clark play without the ball? Why she not being able to play? Why can't she play free like she did in college? You know what I mean? This would never happen if it's a college coach. I think that's part of the reason why she might not grow, because they don't want to offend the fan base and all these different things, as opposed to just focusing on making her the best player that she can be all the way around outside of the 3-point shooting.
Yeah, I'll say this. Let's just be real. When we say never and all that other stuff like that, a lot of times because we all are defending a player who we may like, or we're just looking at some things realistically. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the person who's look at things, sometimes when people don't look at things objectively, and they're to me, they're in fantasy land, they're better than everybody else in the world. No, you never heard me say that about Angel. And I love Angel, but mm-hmm. I know that Angel got major work to do. So
of course, yeah.
What ends up happening is that, so what ends up happening, guys, is that we take digs at the person you like, and you'll take digs at the person I like. So a lot of times things are just yapping. So we may not feel that angry about that with the player, but it's really your nonsense that we're really yapping at. So, but we have to use the player as a sacrificial lamb. Get it? Got it. Good.
Angel is 6'3", 6'4". Dre Style says Angel is 6'3", 6'4". I don't think they understand that with guard skills, right? I mean, look at SGA, right? When he's 6'6", 6'7", and then you add, how he plays, his style of play like a guard. You know what I mean? It's whoa, and he got the height too. All right now.
Yeah.
Brother D, you are wrong. I have watched Steph's entire career since college. Also, Angel did not win the unrivaled chip. That was all Chelsea Gray. No, this is a team sport. It's a team sport. It's not all one person. A second ago, numero uno, you were just saying that as it pertains to Caitlin not winning in college, it's a team sport. Now you're changing it. See what I'm saying? Now you're changing it because you want to make
all Chelsea Gray.
now you're saying it's all Chelsea Gray. What happened to the team sport you were talking about? All right, that's what I'm saying. Valerie said Angel is that girl. We know this already. We love Angel on this side.
No, it's all good. It really is. It's no big deal. I don't think Caitlin Clark's a bum. I call her.
Right back at you. Right back at you, Reese. We love having you come through the chat. We know you're gonna make it interesting every time you come through. Right back at you. Love to you too, Reese.
It's not like that at all. Anybody knows, especially me and Reese are both from Philly. You know how in Philly we go in. It's not New York is like that too. When you go in, you go in. You know, so
Hold on. As basketball fans, this is numero uno now. As basketball fans and commentators, we should all watch more basketball games to make more accurate judgments. I watch a lot of basketball. That's number one. Men and women, even college. I just don't always post about it. We should make more accurate judgments rather than generalizing. Also, Brother D, how many of Kate Martin games have you watched?
this year, around the Valkyries, around 6 or 7. But this is what I can tell you, dude.
He said she improved, though. He didn't say she was the best.
I just say I can tell when people have improved.
No, I mean, you said Kate Martin, excuse me, when you be specific. You said Kate Martin had improved. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You didn't say she was the best. You said she improved.
Yeah. As I said, I seen her game, how she improved. A lot of things, when it comes to basketball, a lot of things are very simple. Court awareness, when they advance the ball, when, not picking up your dribble, when the double teams, a lot of little stuff that you've seen them do last year, you're not seeing them do this year. So all those things are improvement. So I'm not saying that, can she score 50 points now? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I have to know how game improve. And that's what I'm looking for a lot of times. I don't mind people slowly maturating, but when you want to take this young girl, Clark, and just put her, it's either her or Beckers, and what's her name? What's it, Paige? It's either her or Paige, and they just keep like omitting Fee, and they're omitting the age. I'm like, are you kidding me? What are we doing? What are we doing? These people, nah, dude, nah. That's let me know that you be licking those ESPN lollipops. You know what I mean? Drinking that juice.
I just don't watch us to say a certain player is a loser, a bum is not basketball commentary. For me, numero uno, when I'm loser and talking about whether or not she's won a championship.
As I said, it's banter. It's banter, dude. It's banter. When I'm talking,
go ahead.
If I get hot, it's gonna be some banter in there. I'm gonna throw you something left to center. I don't think she's a loser. But this is what I do know. I know she's lazy because she hasn't improved her game. I know she don't care about.
It's not just her though. That's not just her.
You have to look at what the coach is
asking, what the coach has been asking her to do.
Yeah, but the coaches are scared because they're being influenced by these crazy fans in the league.
That's been like that since like back in high school because she's always been she's been good. Oh my God, what's going on? She's been good with Ariel and Lexi. I mean, what's happening? She's been good. This is what I'm saying, y'all. Why is Caitlin Clark on the freaking court? I'm trying to tell y'all. This is what's starting to get on my damn nerves. Like, really and truly. This is what I'm saying, y'all, and y'all don't say anything. Why? Okay, so you are not a fighter. Like, that is not you. Stop running up on the court on people like that.
Not a coach.
Like, stop doing that. Because again, one thing that Brother D has a point with, if Angel Reese kept running on the court like that, y'all be calling her a thug. Y'all be calling her a thug. Y'all be calling her ratchet, everything else. That running on the court stuff after you're supposed to be injured, you know what I mean, for the rest of the season or whatever have you, sit down. Sit down. Lexi's getting up. She's not being carted off. And what are you going to do? You're going to fight Ariel Atkins? Like, what are you doing? Go have a seat. Like, this is like the fourth time I've seen her, like in the past couple of games, running up on the court. And they're scoring her back to the bench. Go have a seat. You're not tough like that. Like, stop that. That's what's going to irk the crap out of me. And people like run up on you. It's like, what's we going to do? What's happening? And if nothing, then go sit down.
But they say punks jump up to get beat down.
I think Sinead said that in one episode of Martin. Let's talk about basketball shoes, shooting lows, lack of defense. We talk about all kinds of stuff on here, numero uno. We be on here quite often, and even when I'm not on here with him, like I have all kinds of videos about skills and different things. But we're not going to act like other topics are not a part of sports because they are. They definitely are. if Angel Reese, for example, I'm using that because I just saw the game. I'm like, why is Caitlin? I turn on like Lexi Hall and Ariel Atkins got tangled up. They both fell on the floor. I turn my head, look back. Caitlin Clark is on the court. You see Coach Stephanie White trying to escort her off. Go have a seat. You know what I mean? Like, we can't live in this world where we only just pretend like certain things are not a part of sports, because sports is not just what happens on the court. A lot of things also translate off the court as well. That's a part of it. Like, for example, Aaliyah Boston doing that podcast during the season at a time where the Fever are clinging for fighting for a playoff spot. But when Angel did it in the off season, y'all were like, "Oh, she only cares about her
only care about our
followers."
podcast. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So look, there's a lot of inconsistencies here. We can't. I don't believe in pretending they don't exist. We're not going to do that here on this channel. Now, is Caitlin the loser? Is she a loser as a person? No, she's beyond successful. Like, there's nobody who can call her a loser as an individual. Like, she's living out her dream. I think I said this early in this live here. Anybody who's living out their dream, making millions, you know, like, how are you? Where's the loser in that? In terms of whether or not she's won a championship, that's where she's lost that, because she hasn't won. That's a fact.
But they don't. But see, this is the thing. This is where their logic go out the window. They don't even want to believe that. They'll sit there and go, "Oh, but LSU, they cheated, but they did this." You know, it's always something. It's always
something from the playback. Okay, so Ariel's running for the ball. She's running for the ball. She pushed Lexi, give a little arm. I see. Lexi went.
Lexi not hurt. That's why she's looking back. If you hurt, you ain't gonna be looking.
That's not Lexi tough.
I know. I'm just saying, when people, because everyone over exaggeration when somebody falls to the floor. People fall. Joel Embiid, like, ritually falls to the floor. He ain't hurt. Now, he may eat 30 hamburgers before a game, but he ain't hurt.
Wow. Rel, I haven't seen you in here before. What's up? Welcome to the chat. If y'all are in here, please hit the like button for me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you in advance. Hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And of course, with the D over here, do that, because why not? Hello. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch this game, and then we're talking here, and then also get in the chat. Make sure I'm reading you guys, reading all you guys' comments. I don't want to like miss anybody. And some of y'all dropping so many right now. I'm like, who am I missing? Dre Styles said, I watch every game. Angel is the reason they won. Yes. Okay. A big bold print. Chelsea played good, but Angel carried that team midway. Okay. So numero uno, did you watch Unrivaled? You know what I mean? Oh, Roro said it. Thank you. Hit the like button. Thank you. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna keep this comment up here for a while. You're welcome. You're welcome, numero uno. I'm not even sure what I said. I'll be running my mouth a lot. But you said thank you, Candace. So you're welcome. I don't know what I said, but you're welcome. My mom is in here. Hey, Ma. Numero uno. What? Just now, we were just looking at Caitlin. Let's talk about her running up on the court and acting tough, which is bad. But why then also bring Angel in and say if she did the same thing, everybody would act weird? Because it's the truth. Think about this. I don't know if you saw the game, right? Early in the season, when Caitlin Clark gave a little bit extra on that push, right? You saw Angel Reese foul Natasha Howard on the play before, right? If you're looking, Caitlin Clark is look at the ref like, you're not gonna call that. They didn't call it, right? Exactly. Angel did foul. In all fairness, she did foul Tasha Howard. It should have been called, but it wasn't. Caitlin tried to bring attention to it, but the refs didn't pay her no mind. It was like, what happened? We're not calling nothing. On that next play, she gave Angel a little bit extra because of what happened, taking up for her teammate. That means we could all see that. You know what I mean? So Angel gets up and she gets in her face. I don't know how many pages I came across. Angel Reese gets in Caitlin Clark's face. Robert Griffith, right? RG3. It's like, look at how Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, right? Look at how she ran up on her and tried to fight her. When Angel never, ever, she didn't ball her fist and she didn't didn't even lift her hands up. Not one time. So when you make when things like that happens, what I'm talking about. Now let's fast forward to Fever versus Connecticut Sun, when Sophie Cunningham became the Caitlin Clark whisperer, so to speak, this season, when she had hit JC Shelton with that headlock right in that game. And Caitlin Clark got poked in the eye, and Marina Mabry had pushed her twice, taking up for her teammate. Like, let's talk about that game, right? Caitlin Clark looks right at Jaycee Shelton. Jaycee Shelton's mad because Caitlin Clark fouled her. She goes to the ref like, she fouled me. The ref was like, I guess whatever. Like, we're not calling that, so move along. So she goes back. Jaycee Shelton goes back in Caitlin Clark's face, and she's like, you fouled me. And if you look at Caitlin Clark's mouth and you read it, she says specifically, so what? I can do whatever the fuck I want. And then she kind of shoved her and waved her off. We all know, we're going to be honest and call a spade a spade. If the camera caught Angel Reese telling anybody I can do what the fuck I want, that would be all over the place. But look at her nasty attitude and so on and so forth. That would be the conversation, and we all know it. So that's why I brought that in that conversation, because there are differences. And I guarantee you, because they were calling her a thug when she supposedly tried to fight Caitlin Clark earlier this season when in that first game. But when Caitlin Clark gets off that bench, it's like, oh, she's passionate. She has her teammates back. That's the conversation. But she did that one-on-one time in the past few games. Like DeWanna Bonner in the last game. I'm like, why are you getting in her face, Caitlin Clark? She wasn't even talking to Caitlin. She was talking to the coaching staff. And here you come in her face telling her to go to her bench, which not even talking to you. Why are you in the conversation? What are you doing?
Because she's a punk. And that's what, that's what's wrong now. She started to believe all of you guys' accolades. She started to believe that she really
go ahead.
She really got like some protection, but what end up happening is that she's doing herself a disservice because she's weak mentally. Her body is weak. She has weak ankles. So when you add all these things up and say, well, what has Kate really done for the team outside of, now watch, hear me out, outside of really boosting ticket sales? For real. They got swept in the playoffs, right?
They still got there though. If you're gonna be honest, like they still got there.
They got swept. Listen, they needed a point guard. She was a point guard.
I'm not saying they didn't have a need, but they still got there with her addition and they had in the previous years. So that's something that you can't look at.
No, I understand. And this is why I would keep telling people how important point guards are in basketball. This is the thing, when you look at this young lady, I'm sitting up here like, well, what has she done to really help salvage her team? She's weak-minded because that's why she's on the sideline. How can she jump up all the time? She's always on the floor. She's passionate, barking at refs, walking back and forth. No limp, no sign of injury, but she's out. And that's because she has lost confidence somewhere along the way. And you guys keep giving her a pass and keep putting this aura around her where it's fighting her ability to perform. I'm telling you, y'all doing, just like Kai just said, you guys are doing her a disservice. So keep it up. It's all good for me because, they can keep losing as far as I'm concerned. Kelsey Mitchell is the best player on the team anyway. Her and Leah Boston.
Dre Styles said, this y'all show. No need to explain what all y'all talk about. Subscribe or unsubscribe. Exclamation point. Everyone said, damn, no inconsistency. Let's be clear, smart adults. If you think Angel's podcast and Boston's podcast has the same intent and purpose, that is, a podcast is what you make it. I don't understand your point. She doesn't have to go on her podcast with Coach Teaspoon and talk about what's going on in the basketball season. Her thing is more like pop culture. What's the problem with that? She's not on her podcast dogging out fellow players in WNBA. So what's the problem? I don't understand your point. I don't really think you have one with that. I don't. But the point that I was making was that y'all were talking about Angel Reese doing a podcast, period. The conversation wasn't about what she was covering on her podcast. It was the fact that she should have been focusing more on her game and not doing a podcast, period. Aaliyah Boston doing it in the season when the Fever are losing, clinging for a playoff spot, and you're on the podcast in the middle of that, but y'all not saying anything about it. It's not consistent. So there is no, in terms of that, there is no consistency. That's right. Don't excuse that. You go back and forth. When I see you going back and forth a little bit in terms of the team winning, that's not a team sport, and then now with this. Like, come on now. You talking about the intent of somebody's podcast. The podcast will be about food. That's her business. Why we see your head in the camera?
Huh? No, I'm reading the stats. I'm trying to see what they want, what they got.
A Black Media podcast says, Brother D is exceptionally handsome. Okay. She could not be on the court like that. She should be given a technical foul. Her team should be, given a delay, given a warning as well. It's in the rule books, but they're not enforcing it. They should be like, go have a seat. Seriously, because running on the court, God forbid she got hit or she got hurt, they'll be like, oh my God. Like, why did I treat her like that? When you run on people, like you want to be tough, you want to treat them like that. That's in the real world, y'all, all right? Let's not be fooled. Let's not be fooled. All those pages are obviously clickbaiting and rage baiting. You cannot use them as an excuse to be angry at basketball fans. No, I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm just talking about topics that have come up because they have come up. That was a topic. Angel Reese trying to fight Caitlin Clark was a topic. It was talked about on ESPN. RG3 also been the trending topic as well. He absolutely did. It was talked about.
Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. What's the name? Numero uno. You said you watch basketball. You don't see how these middle-aged white men are calling Angel Reese an animal, talking about her mama, talking about calling her a whore, calling her all these kind of obscene names, and you gonna say and really say that? But you said you watch basketball and you listen, you got your ear to the ground? For real? Come on, man. Come on, look, dude, let me tell you something. I do gospel radio. I come on like 14 stations, round world. Let me tell you something, and I mean this. There are more people who know about the things that this fan base is saying about Angel Reese, and they don't even know anything about basketball. So for somebody who say that they listen to I watch basketball, I know what's going on, and you don't see and hear what's going on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, whatever you want to be on. You know what I mean? Come on, man, stop. You know that they talk about that girl.
I think it's what he's saying. I think he's saying that the pages are obviously clickbaiting and rage baiting. So people are going to click on it. They're going to like it. If they like the kind of content, they start a way of thinking. They're going to make crazy comments, and that's what he's talking about. I'm not talking about rage baiting pages, though. I'm talking about ESPN is not a regular. Hold on, please. Let me finish my thought. I'm not talking about a regular page on like Facebook. I'm talking about like people who legit have a lot of followers. I'm talking about ESPN. That RG3 is not a regular content creator because of who he is and what he's accomplished and him being a former NFL player. He has a big following. Whether or not you like him or you don't, he's a big following. People like Jason Whitlock, they have followings, okay? So when you go out there and you make the comment, you're irresponsible with your platform, especially when it's big, and you put out things like, I know she hates her, and I know people have, her family members or whatever has called me and told me this personally, and look at this, and breaking down the footage, mind you, look at how she wanted to fight her right here, look at the rage in her eyes, like, what are you doing? She never raised her hand. She never raised her hand.
All these girls go up and down the court and get mad at each other, and this is what gets me. You guys want to sit here and say, oh yeah, well, Angel Reese, she does this, she does that. Look at how irresponsible Aaliyah Boston was to put out a podcast that's going to talk about players in the middle of the season. If that's not irresponsible, I don't know what is. For you to talk about players,
this game
you rank it. I don't care. Listen, it doesn't matter. You're guilty by association. So if your co-host is doing it, guess what? You doing it. It's gonna still be the perception still going to be there. They're gonna say, yeah, on her show they was talking about Angel. That's what they're gonna say. On Aaliyah's show, that's what they're gonna say.
And let's not forget that first episode was what? Talking about Angel. That's really how they got that start. Okay, like it was smart marketing. Okay, like because Angel Reese does bring views. And that was her point. Which then I hope y'all know it's also because of me. She just proved the point. They could have talked about anything on that podcast in that first episode. Why was the first clip that came out was about Candace Parker talking about her not being a hater and about Angel Reese being, ranked on the C tier. And of course that was trending all over the place. Candace Parker's a hater and yada, yada, yada. But it works because now it has a following. And it sparked the following, that conversation. It was unnecessary to even talk about that. It was. Mm-hmm. It was like I said before, and I posted about it. I expect better from Candace Parker. being who she is, everything she means to this league. Like there's no that wasn't necessary. It wasn't. And Aaliyah Boston sitting right there, like it's okay.
It really it was sad. It's sad for all that to go down, because if Angel Reese had done something like that, it would have been call the commit.
Hey, Kaja, where did you find that gorgeous co-host? On TikTok. On TikTok.
There's a ton of them, right? Oh my God! But anyway.
Numero Uno said he gives up. He's like, she's a punk, she's a loser, she's weak mentally and physically, she's lazy. Brother D, I give up. You are a basketball expert.
You know what? I wish I had my sound effects plugged in. I'll give you a clap. I give you a round of applause. No, but I don't mean anything.
T King said AB game has been trash. He started that podcast. Her stats have gone down. That is a valid point. If we're going, I didn't think about that, but you're right. Her stats have gone down. That's true. But nobody's calling that out though.
And they're not. They're not going to call it out.
Dre Styles says, I can name a couple of things she is better than with Asia. 1 pass, 2 ball handling, 3 rebounding, 4 higher IQ. I said this earlier in the convo. Do y'all agree? Angel Reese, ball handling is better than Asia?
You talking about Angel Reese?
That's what I'm asking Dre.
Listen, bro, I will put Angel in a box and hand deliver her to trade her for Asia.
I think her rebound is better than Asia Wilson, but I don't think that her ball handling is better. Not right now. I don't. And I love Mr. Angel, but I don't think so. I got to be honest.
And this is where this is the acid test. This is the acid test. Asia has to do it with everyone like focusing on her. They stripped her point guard away from her, right? They get, of course she got somebody else, but my point is that Asia has better form on her shot. Asia has to push that ball up. You may not like the way she dribbles the ball, but Asia is more offensive mindset. When Angel's looking to pass that ball, as soon as she hit the top of that 3-point circle, she always pick up that ball and she start looking around. That's the first thing Angel does. And if anybody had any sense, they would just ride that right hand, and just pluck it. As soon as she pick that ball up, as soon as she's about to pick it up, pluck it. So, Asia just have a lot more diversity to her game, and it's much more control. It's refined. And that's where Angel's a little bit more loose. I'm not saying that she's not good, but Asia is a much better player.
No, Kaja, I don't disagree with you. Also, we all know ESPN is also clickbait. They do clickbait. I mean, it's media. I was just saying I wasn't talking about. I was responding to you. I didn't want you to think I was just talking about little like followers on Instagram or whatever who have like 20 followers. I wasn't talking about that kind of content. I just wanted to make sure I was being very clear because ESPN. Clickbait, rage baiting, or not is a major platform. They have a huge platform. So you put that stuff out there, like it adds to a narrative, be it good or bad. And it's always a bad narrative for Angel Reese because when she was balling before she got hurt in an All-Star weekend, we didn't hear anything about it. When she had her first triple-double, that was big for Angel Reese. Because last year it was all about her rebounding and her rebounds and so on and so forth. But for her to have a triple double means not just her looking out for herself. It's her rebounding, it's her scoring, it's her making her teammates better. Like that should have been acknowledged to me because that was big. But nobody even spoke about it. I did, but nobody spoke about it. Jay Styles said he got hired, RG3, that is, at Fox a month later. He was trying to get a job. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Dre. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think we here. Every time people say in the comments like, oh well, and Angel says that people only watch for her, they use her for clicks and views. So she has a point. Like she has a point. And
look at this.
That's why we got a job.
But look at this. Who hired him? Fox. Talking about who? A black woman. Stop. We all know what it is. They gladly hire you.
Numero uno, it's hard communicating through the chat, so sorry, Kaja, if some comments seem strange. Let's set a baseline. ESPN and most content on the internet are clickbaits trying to engage haters. No, you have a point with that. You know what I mean? I think people know, like, because people follow the narratives, right? The narrative is Caitlin Clark is the most amazing thing ever to happen since like sliced bread, right? So all the content feeds to that fan base because that fan base is loud. Like she has a very loud fan base, and they're gonna rock out with her. You know, whether you like it or not, that's a fact, not even an opinion. And then the other part of the fan base, Angel has a strong fan base, but the people that don't like her, they're louder than her actual fans. So when you make content that's negative about Angel, it trends. It goes crazy more than the comment that's positive about her. So, you know, like I said, you know, like there's a lot of, you know, clickbaiting going on, things of that nature. Dre Style says Asia's a post player. She can't play guard. I watch Asia. She's not as mobile as Angel. Asia is smarter. Asia is smarter. She is in year 8. I wasn't saying that she was better.
Okay. Oh, okay. No, my bad. Okay.
All right. Dre Style said, Brother D, I got a link with you, my brother. He is a singer. He was on a gospel show back in the day called Gifted on TBN and was a finalist on The Voice season 7. All right.
That's right, bro. Come on.
Finger snaps and hand claps for you, bro. That's what's up.
Kaja, can you type my show, my page name in the?
I cannot because I'm not a spell that, so you do it.
You know what? See, this would get me about this young lady. I'm gonna tell you something.
I don't, because you got the whole praise hallelujah thing. I'm like, just put praise or hallelujah. You know, like you made it all complicated. You made it complicated. You did, but that's your thing. So I'll let you rock out.
It means the same thing as hallelujah. Praise. It just hallel means praise. Hallelujah.
I know what you mean by it. I just can't spell it.
Yeah.
I just can't spell it, and I don't want to mess it up.
No, I did spell part of it phonetically. I really did. But
tell me how to spell it right now. I'll put in the chat. How to spell it?
Praise.
Slow down. Praise.
I'm gonna say no. Praise. LUJAH. Radio show. And you'll see a picture of me and my wife at the top of a red banner.
I put it in there. Dre.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, whatever.
Why can't I get no love? Why can't I get no?
His name is Damian Lawson. That's his name.
Damon, amen, bro. Yeah. I definitely connect you, man. I do work for Sony, RCA, and Ty Scott Records. I interview their artists. So you know.
Uno said, everybody backtracking. Dre just said Angel has better IQ than Asia, and now we comparing timeline, shifting goalposts. As soon as both of you laughed off the comparison.
I didn't laugh off the comparison.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. I laughed at the comparison. No, I just said I don't think her ball handler is better. I don't think her ball handler is better. I don't think answering the question. I was trying to answer the question honestly. I don't think her ball handling is better than Asia right now, and I don't think her IQ is higher right now.
Yeah, I don't gaslight when it comes to that young lady. I don't be like, oh yeah, well she's better than this one. No, I don't do that. Not at all. I'm very upfront about Angel. I have an affinity for Angel because that's just something I like her moxie, but it's just something about her that makes me champion her, especially when I see somebody pick on her. I'm a black dad. You get what I'm saying? Nah, can't happen. Yep, I'm gonna bring race into it. Sorry, black dad.
So hold on, who's winning this? Hold on, because I'm trying to figure out who's winning this Chargers versus Chiefs game, y'all. Because I'm missing it.
Yeah, let me turn to that, John. Is it on channel? What channel is it on?
I know it was going to be on YouTube. I don't know if it's
YouTube.
Yeah, remember we talking about that last night in the chat.
Oh yeah, let me. It said I had it on here. They said I can watch it for free over
It's like,
here.
yeah, it's not on Prime. It's not on my Hulu Live.
I see it
Let me
in
go to
my.
YouTube. Who's winning the game, y'all? We do need to pull up timestamps. Come on now, we live streaming. I don't know how to do that. I'll look into it. Also, a lot of stuff is getting lost in translation because like we're talking and then the comments are coming in as we're talking. And I'm going back trying to read the comments at the same time, so it's like all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
But
is
yeah.
on YouTube. Show me the right way.
Oh my God.
Hey, listen. Oh, yo, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. You love yanking my chain.
It need to be yanked.
See, they need to be hooked. Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
God. Hold on. Hold the freaking press. This score is 13-6. Oh my
now you know.
goodness.
Now I said they're gonna be 42-12.
You did.
Now
I'm thinking about that. You definitely said that. So we're gonna see if it happens because the third quarter just started. So we'll see. That means that defense is defending.
that stadium is quiet, ain't it?
So they're playing at the Clippers. Let's ask Dre Style. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Dre? What am I missing? I don't see a question from Dre. Let's answer Dre Styles. What question are you talking about? Oh, okay. Let me go back. Okay, no, okay. Passing has to do with IQ. Can Asia pass better than Angel? You want to go first?
Can Asia pass better than Angel?
I think they're about the same in terms of passing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she see this is what I really think. I think that Asia doesn't really look to pass because she is
But no,
the,
hold on. Like, just we'll answer the question. Do you think she passes better than her or no?
I'm gonna say yes.
So okay,
Yep.
so you got your answer, numero uno. I think their passes are very similar. I don't think one's better than the other.
Yeah,
I see the same kind of passes from both. You know what I mean? Very similar, should I say? Like, that's why I said I think Angel Reese has the capability
the
of being
potential. Yeah.
to be an Asia Wilson type of player in the future. Of course, she has to work on her shooting, things like that. But that's why I say I see it in her. But as far as the passing, I don't see where Asia's passing is like better or Angel's is better than Asia. To me, they're very similar in terms of their passing.
Yeah, see, my thing. That's why I struggle with it because it is very similar and it is very like close. But where I give the difference at is this: is that Asia is always looking to score. She's always looking to bail her team out. So will she? Will we see more passes from her? No. Angel is not going to pull up with no J from 20 feet. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
she's
when
not
she
there yet. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not going to see that many more passes from Asia in that case.
Mm-hmm.
So does she have the ability? No, but she. One thing about a scorer, they're going to have more confidence in their hand than they do in their teammates. That's just how it is. That's with any scorer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All
They
right,
like
so numero uno, you feel better?
you got that numero. You got that 2-ply with you, baby.
Dre Styles, we should do a video on this later because I'm gonna bring the facts and visuals, like Kai just say, LOL. A video on Asia. You know, we can give you the link. You want to hop on now? Because I gotta get to this football game too. You want to hop on now for a little bit? We can do that.
Mahomes is running.
Oh.
Oh, you see that hit? You see that hit? My homeboy. See, next time he's all right, clean his clock next time.
Numero uno. Been watching Asia for a long time now, but maybe I am wrong. Ain't no way they say, ain't no way they the same now or before, even or ever in the future. Asia's on a different basketball stratosphere. None of us can say what somebody will be in the future. I don't even do that with Caitlin. I said if she works on certain things, her ceiling can be high. I just don't see her doing that because they don't hold her to that standard. They let her stay where she's good at. They don't want her to evolve. But if she wanted to, she could move further and work on, be able to move without the ball and so on and so forth. But I'm not gonna. None of us can say that. Like we don't have the power to say what somebody or can't be in the future. Nope, we don't. We don't. We can't do that. And in terms of them being the same now, no, I said they're passing. Remember, you want us to answer the question. I said I don't feel like answering Dre's question. I don't feel like their passes are too far off. If you look at their stats, right, like the way they play, Asia obviously looks to score first, right? Asia looks to pass right now. And honestly, her assists would be higher if her team actually made the freaking shots if you're watching the games. But in terms of like their numbers and their assists, like they're not too far off if you look at those numbers. Now, the rebounds, they're similar, of course. The shooting, obviously, Asia got that because that's she be in her bag. But in the future, like we can't say what injuries will be in the future. How you know that? How you know that, numero uno? But Brother D can, I guess. I speak for me. Like you made the comment for in the chat for both of us on the show. And I know for Kaja, I don't believe in saying what nobody can or can't accomplish in their future. I tell my son the same thing. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do in this world. It's up to you to go out there and make it happen, period. I don't give a damn what nobody says.
Yeah,
I don't believe in that.
Let me say this. That young lady right there next to me, she truly is my buddy. But we truly have two different minds. We really do. And I don't mean it in an insulting way. That's one thing I dig about Kai because she thinks for herself, and that's huge for me. You have to be a critical thinker in life. But I say that about Kate because when I don't see her change from my sophomore year to now, it lets me know that and she's getting up off of the bench and she's saying stuff to people. She's barking at folks, but she can't fight. See that speaks of entitlement. And then she's not doing nothing about it. And now she's in a rut because things are in her head and she's breaking. So she's always going to have a past. So to me, that's why, like, you can be impressed with that. I can't, man. I have to call it what it is. I have to call it, bro.
Dre said, I'm saying, in my opinion, if Angel reaches her full potential, she'll be able to pass Asia. Right now, she is not better at all. I only contribute that to confidence. Angel practices everything. I mean, you might be right. She might be able to pass her in the future. Look, like I said, touchdown. And it can happen. I mean, finally, after all this time, like it's the third quarter.
I know, right?
But nevertheless, I mean, we used someone Justin Herbert last night, and look at that. Look, the defense is defending. But nevertheless, as of right now, we shall see what happens. I also feel like if Angel gets with the right team, and a better coaching system, like really and truly, that'll make a world of difference. It really and truly will. Like I said, I don't think Coach Marsh is doing a whole lot for anybody on this team. I don't think he.
Oh God, did he miss that field goal?
Oh my!
He missed the. Oh my God!
Is that Harrison? Let's not. Harrison Bucker has some wild comments. Was it last year about women and whatnot? So I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm not gonna go there. Every time I see him now, I have the side eye and I look at him like, really? Dre Styles. Oh, I'm looking down. Kobe say, do what you practice in the game. I really, like I said, I think Angel, like I said, that's why I really feel like Angel says a whole lot. Like she pretends like she don't hear nothing and she's okay. Like, I'm good. I have confidence in myself and my teammates. But every time she have a chance to shoot that J, she like, pass. Like she like,
yeah,
you take that, you got that. So she's not confident. And it's okay when you have half of the world making fun of how you look and how you shoot. Like, it's only natural to be in your head. Once she gets past that, and she starts shooting with confidence, miss or make, because at some point it's gonna start landing. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep shooting. At some point,
And,
like she'll figure it out. She'll get it together. I'm confident in that part in her as well.
yeah, and then they have, see, you have to really understand this. They have men calling this girl an animal, a fictitious animal, and all of a sudden, but if Caitlin Clark gets slapped on the wrist, you have people on ESPN calling out to me, "Oh, we should do her civil rights has been violated. We should do a federal investigation." Are you kidding me? But you're not talking about how they are harassing this girl. That's bullying. That is bullying. And I know when you're a public figure, people can use your image and say things about you sometimes.
Yeah.
But when you get personal like that, it's like it's so nasty. That's why as a male, I always challenge men. I always challenge like, yo, who you talking about? I like to know who you talking about. You know what I mean? If we don't
But in
if
the
we don't
same
stand up for
sense, when if you calling Caitlyn a loser, that's not nice either.
but see, this is the difference. One is a fact and the other is an opinion.
But you said loser like about her as a person. You didn't specify in terms of her
No,
losing
we're talking about
to her thing.
basketball. I never talk
Yeah,
about
I'm
her
saying if
personal
you
life.
did, but the way you said it though, it was like you were talking about her as a person.
Oh no, I'm talking about her basketball thing. No, I don't know her. I don't know her personally like that.
Brother D, I know that as well. Being a subscriber for some time now, I appreciate you, numero uno. I know Brother D different from Kadra. It's all good. Discussions and conversations are always good. Dre Styles said last thing on Angel. She said in the presser she doesn't shoot threes because she is being guarded all the time. This was the last game she played. That's not true. That's not true. And I love Angel. They don't really guard her on that 3-point line, okay? Because they don't really think she's gonna take that shot or she's gonna make it. So that's not true. In the paint, they give her more of a challenge because they know about the rebounds and the layups and so on and so forth. But around that perimeter, they're like, girl, go ahead. Go do what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Angel is oh my goodness, the modern day, not Malcolm X. I love me some Malcolm X, y'all. Don't get me started. Angel is the modern day Malcolm X of basketball. They hate Angel but God don't put it on no one that can handle it. She will go down in history if she doesn't play another game.
She'll do better if black men would stand up and stop being cowards and take up for their community and say what they need to say. And that's starting with ourselves and then Stephen A. Smith.
Why are we getting this conversation? Wow. Oh my goodness.
I shoot from the
hip. Also, guys, I don't watch ESPN for basketball. Numero uno saying this. I don't watch ESPN for basketball or any sports content anymore. It's BS and just frustrating because just frustrating. Frustrating narrativia. I am messing that word up. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm mispronouncing it. Convoluted for views. I get what you're saying. That makes sense. I mean, look, everybody's trying to keep their ratings up, so to speak. Like, really and truly, y'all want to show or something if y'all here in the chat with me. Like, I look at like a lot of different content. I'm like, what's working? Like, how does this person have like 5,000 followers in 3 months? And like my followers are moving, but like on a slower pace. I don't try to like rage bait or clickbait. Like if I report about something, it's because I'm passionate about it. I try to have integrity when it comes to reporting. Like I don't just jump on Caitlin Clark being injured. I don't come on here and bash her like Caitlin Clark, she's injured, she's faking it. So that everybody goes in the comments and they go crazy. Like you're crazy or this or that for the sake of views. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's he crawling like that? So that's my problem. I'm like, what? I'm like, huh? That's probably
he just smacked Herbert, man. I mean, hard. Pow.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Everybody's trying to get views. It's that people are desperate for clicks and views now. People see people getting monetized all over the place, and they're just like, let me just find something to talk about. Oh, Angel Reese sucks. Let me hop on that. Caitlin Clark is the best thing ever. Let me hop on that train. They go whatever's working.
Who monetized?
So people like when they want to be like on content creator, like they always go whatever's trending. Like if we're talking about anything that's popular right now, people just jump on it. When Diddy was had everything going on, everybody was talking about Diddy content. I've never seen someone Diddy content in my life. Like because that was like the trending topic. So I get it. Aaron, Angel Reese is going to be traded. The Sky front office will move on from her in the offseason. Then cool. They should. Like if people want to win, I don't want to be a part of an organization we just sitting around losing every single game, every single season, and we're not making any kind of changes. So yeah, trade me, free her. Yep, let her go.
Yeah, for real.
Let Camilla go too. Let her go.
Milla, let her go.
Let her go. let Killing Miller go. Oh, Aaron, we spoke about this earlier. We're thinking about the Sky in-house suspension. I think it is stupid. I think it's stupid. You know what I mean? And I posted about this on my channel.
No, that's not the word you use.
Retarded too. I mean, it's quite a few things. You don't
get a flag.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not trying to get a flag. But it's the truth. It's to suspend her for her first half of a game against the Aces, but you gonna let her come back in the second half. Like, you're not gonna win either way. It's number one, unless they're not playing their main players, not playing the Asia and the Chelsea Grays and things of that nature. But outside of that, like, that doesn't make sense. Just suspend her for the whole game, like for the first half of the game, like for some comments she made in the league mandated media when she didn't make any bad comments in that post game press conference. She apologized, she took accountability for how it was misconstrued and how it was taken. The whole thing is stupid. That's what I think about it, Aaron. I think it's dumb. I think it's childish. Donnie does dishes. I like your name. I haven't seen you in here before, Donnie. I like your name. That's funny to me. And creative. It's different. The Sky were a playoff team until Reese got there. Okay. So they made the playoffs. What? So you're saying that, so when Gabby Williams, for example, went overseas, right? After leaving Chicago, and they were trying to get her to come back, and she came out and said, I will not go back to the organization. That's Angel Reese's fault. They had a whole new coach last season. That's because they were in the playoffs. Something's not making sense, Donnie.
Donnie, let me ask you a question. Wait a minute. Don't leave the room yet, baby. So when Caitlin came and they went to the playoff, and DeWanna Bonner D'd up, and she shot 20% from three. She shot 5 in 2 games. How
we get to Caitlin? Let me talk about Angel Reese.
I'm just want to prove my point. She shot 5. Cause I already know who she represents. She shot 5 for 25. That is 20%. All right. You tell me, because I know that's your girl. You tell me, is she a champion? Is she good? Is she what you're looking for? I just want to know. Because I know she a girl.
Yeah, I don't want to confuse the conversation.
In terms of the conversation.
Yeah, because he made a comment about the Sky being the playoff team until Angel Reese got there. That was the comment that he made. And then we went to Caitlin Clark and in the playoffs. But that's not what he was talking about. So, like I said, we're going someplace else.
No, it's not going nowhere.
Well, you didn't answer what he was talking about. He was someplace else with it. I thought her apology was good enough. I mean, she also said she apologized to her teammates, privately before she even addressed it, in the post-game presser. So I'm just like, you're punishing her for what exactly? For apologizing in the media, being accountable about how she has to be more careful with her words and how things can be misconstrued? Like, that didn't make any sense to me at all. They catering to Camilla, but from my understanding, Camilla rock with Angel. Camilla's quiet. She's not going to say what she truly felt. I believe Camilla's out of there regardless. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw Camilla a few games ago. The first game, Angel came back after injury. In that interview, she was sitting next to Angel, and she said Angel inspired her. I don't see where Camilla has any bad blood or any ill will towards Angel. I thought it was very nice of her to say that she inspires her. That's pretty dope. Go ahead.
The Chicago Sky, they got stripped of their number 1 player, right? Then their pseudo point guard went down, even though she's a legend and everything, but she's still old. Every team needs a good, especially Chicago. They need a point guard, and until you get one, you will see. Point guards are some people are sheep, and they have to be led. That's just life. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, go to any basketball court and you'll see a bunch of guys hanging around following some knucklehead. So all I'm just saying to you guys is always understand that you need a general on the floor, and it's always a point guard, or if you got a point forward who's really good.
I agree with the sense that a point guard is needed. I don't agree from the standpoint of you can always play with hard effort. Like even if
I,
you don't make any of your shots, like you might take 10 shots, you might not make not now one of them, but
hmm
you can control your effort. Like that you can do. And then when I
But
watch Chicago play, like tonight, I'm like,
mhm.
y'all gonna have some effort. Like sometimes they don't have any energy. I'm like, y'all could at least have that. What's wrong with your face? like,
Oh no,
I'm like,
yo,
what's going on?
it's the football game.
Oh,
It- it-
okay. I'm like,
yeah,
so yeah, like
yeah.
all like those things. So for me, I always say, like, I mean, like I said, some things you can't control, and some people need somebody, to. Some people need somebody to get them open for a shot. Some people can create their own shot. Like I heard Steve Kerr say more than one time, I don't have to worry about Steph. He gonna get his own shot. He gonna find a way to get his own shot off. Period. Everybody's
hmm
not like that. And I get that, but you can always control your effort. I should never look at a game like, did you just watch somebody go past you? Like, did you not even attempt to stop them? Like, did you
But
watch them go to the rim? You didn't put a
but
hand up, nothing? Like, what we doing? Have a seat on the bench.
here's the thing. You have to understand when I say people need some people need a leader. A lot of times, because some people are sheepish, they will have great potential. They can do a lot of things, but they need that person to navigate them. They need to tell a person where to get on their plays. Sometimes a lot of the other players, they lose their way, they lose their confidence, and you always need one person who can hold it together for you. If you don't believe me, look at Chicago. Look at some of these teams and how they their point
The
guard or their
players got to
point
have some
forward.
accountability.
I understand it. I'm not saying that you don't have accountability, but if somebody has to be the leader.
I get that.
Some people will not do certain things until you guide them or give them a directive and say, "Hey, we need you down here. I need you down here. I need you to set that pick high for me." They
I,
won't do it, even though you call the play. You got to verbalize it sometime to them.
I can't have that person on my team
I can.
if I'm the coach, because worst case scenario, if our point guard gets hurt or something happens, I need you to be able to think for yourself. And if nothing
You'll be
else,
surprised
I
how
need
dumb
you.
some people. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Go ahead. Go
Never
ahead.
mind. I ain't gonna say that. You'll be surprised how many people need direction.
I'm not
Even,
surprised at it. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be
but
surprised.
don't you know watch this? You ever notice how when someone comes out of college, like in college, they're like a senior, and everybody's looking up to them. They're the seasoned ones. They know all the plays and everything. They can like fill things out. I'm glad they missed that pass. But
Oh man.
when they go to the pros, it's like they're starting all over again, and it's like they can't even catch a ball. They act like they can't set a pick. It's like everything goes out their mind. It really didn't go out their mind. It's
That's your
just that
pass interference. Where's the flag?
in,
Go
it's
ahead.
just that in a different environment, sometimes we have to reset and rebuild our confidence. And that's what a point guard does. He keeps everything on the narrow. Because even though you was great in college, when you get into the pros, now it's a reset. And only a few players can come in and dominate from one to the other. That's a rare
Mhm.
thing. So, and that's all I'm saying. It's like, and that's why people really need point guards. People need guidance. If you
So,
want,
Donnie, I think he was responsible. What she was saying about Caitlin. I think if I'm wrong, Donnie, correct me. Took her team to the playoffs. They hadn't been there in 7 years. I think y'all are also forgetting that Leah Boston was there and Kelsey Mitchell. And Kelsey Mitchell her average was still the same before Caitlin got there. Obviously, like Brother D is talking about, having a point guard to bring everything together makes a difference. Of course, absolutely. Was she a part of the reason of their success getting there? More so in that second half, because the first half they were struggling. After the All-Star break, like that backcourt duo, her and Kelsey Mitchell was a great duo, really and truly. And then Leah
Mhm.
Boston in there, to hold the glue together, as the post player, like the whole thing came together nicely. Which is why I really feel like Christy Size should have gotten fired. But nevertheless, it happened. It is what it is. But it's not as if Caitlin did it on her own. Y'all keep saying she took the team. She didn't take the team. It's a team effort. You know, without Kelsey Mitchell and without Leah Boston, with Lexi Hall there, because she had been there for what, just like a fifth year, I believe, with the Fever. What was she contributing? You know what I mean? Like, so I think y'all make it, y'all act as if, I don't know, like it's not like she just did it on her own. Would she have gotten to the playoffs if she didn't have that ball? She was passing the ball to Kelsey Mitchell and Leah Boston, two very, very good players. She wasn't just passing it to just random people on the bench. And you got players who was smart, yeah, it works together. Camilla plays harder with Angel. Angel energy rubs off on Camilla. At times, yeah, but I'm not going to give Camilla that excuse because when she was being coached by Dawn Staley, she didn't look the same. How she does now. She didn't. Like Camilla, like I remember when her and Angel were battling in that game. And if you read Angel, so she was like all day, like they were both like fighting for that rebound. She was like all effing day. Like Angel was dead ass, you know what I mean? And Camilla still, like, she was still aggressive, you know. I think honestly speaking, she's Angel. I think will be, if Angel was 6'7", like it would be like over. I think in terms of you had on your team because of how she already plays. But Camilla is 6'7", but sometimes she seems like she's like very nice. You know, like she plays nice. You know, she don't always play aggressive. But I think coaching also makes a difference because when she was with Dawn Staley, she got something different from her. And I haven't seen that this season or last season. How many fans? Yeah, touchdown. Oh, the Chargers looking like a different team now. Hold on. I was talking about Justin Herbert. Maybe I need to rethink what I said. How many fans showed up for the Fever versus Sky game? I don't know. And look at the crowd was a nice crowd there. I don't know like the exact number, but it was a nice crowd. It wasn't an empty crowd. And those tickets were, Caitlin Clark announced that she wasn't coming back last night. They already had those tickets, so. You're right. That's why it's CEOs, presidents, supervisors, managers, then workers. I mean, everybody don't want to be a CEO. Some people are perfectly fine with just being an employee. They don't want the responsibility. You know, they don't want to own the team. You know, because a lot of responsibility that comes with that. So people they're okay with supervising. They don't want everything. You know, I want to have a little bit of I want to say power, but a little bit of leadership. You know, and then that's that. You have people who just want to go clock in and then go home. I'm not saying the point guard is not needed. You know what I mean? Let's be very, very clear. A point guard is needed. However, you still control your own individual efforts. A point guard can tell you, hey, go down there. I need you to run over there. Are you going to actually run over there? Or are you going to stand there and watch somebody go past you? Like there are certain things that you can control for yourself. That's what I'm saying. And if I got to have a point guard to get you to show me some effort as a coach, I don't want you on my team.
Okay, so let me say this. Two things. One,
Dre, stop it.
people still need initiative. People still need initiative, even though they know to do it. I mean, they are going to do it. Sometimes they have to be reminded.
We're not going to agree on this.
But,
Right. You going back and forth? We're not going to agree on this. I'm not going to agree on this.
No, I'm just making my point. Why you? I didn't.
No, because you be going back and forth with me. I'm like, we're not going to agree on this. Like I say something and then you go back and say something different. Listen, your effort is your effort. That's it. That's on you.
Okay, but anyway, can I finish what I'm saying? Thank you. So your decision is your decision, but some people are you still have to direct them. That's just what it is when it comes to some people. Now watch this. Have you ever noticed, those of you who have worked in the office, you ever noticed this? When a manager comes in, a new manager, they will hire this person, but they don't, and they're hired to manage you, but they don't know how to do your job. The only thing they know how to do is manage. In other words, they're going to get the most out of you from a statistic standpoint, but they don't know how to do what you do. And that's what a point guard is. I can't do what you do, but I'm gonna manage this game so I'm gonna make sure you're gonna be where you're supposed to be and do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. So that's some of the mindset and the concept of when you got somebody in charge helping somebody. You might say, well, how can a manager help me if you don't know how to do my job? I'm gonna help you reach your potential by doing always pulling up what you're supposed to do and giving you an effective way to get it done faster. I'm gonna give you what schematics, and you have to act them out. So
we agree. Like I said, a point guard is important.
no, I know. That's my whole point. It is, and
I said
sometimes
that.
for people it's needed because people are sheep. A lot of people are just sheep. They don't
And I said you're
even
right
know
about that too. I just said I don't want that kind of person on my team.
but more people are sheep than you know. You're gonna
And
have some sheep on your
if you
team.
want that on your team, then that's fine. I wouldn't want it on mine. I wouldn't have it, and that's how I feel about it.
I'm not saying that they don't know what to do all the time.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying you need somebody to set things up to help them do what they have to get where they
I
have to go.
understand what you're saying. I never said you were wrong. I just said
Okay.
I don't agree with everything you said in totality, but I do agree a point guard is important, very much so. I'm not going to. I've never said it's not.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
He or she is not. Dre Styles changing his display picture. Dre, what you doing? Is you out there? Is you drinking? Some people are weak. That's what he is saying. Like in reality survivor shows, some people take lead and lead the pack, and others need to be told what to do. Again, we can agree on that. That no one said that everybody's not strong mentally, physically, and so emotionally, spiritually. Like we can go like layers deep to this. Like that's obvious. We all know a point guard is important. That's obvious. No, I've never said a point guard's not important. Or you can win without having a point guard. Or like come on now. I'm not a fool. I'm just talking about when I'm looking at a team, and I'm like, you were standing right there and watch that. I'm gonna lose Luka for an example. We all know how gifted Luka is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's phenomenal when it comes to on the offensive side of things. But I'm like, in the finals, why are we watching anybody on the Boston Celtics go right past you when the championship is on the line? Like, that's just you trying. I'm like, you're not even trying. Defense to me is effort. You don't have to have the highest IQ or skill level to run somebody down and force a turnover. You don't have to have a high IQ to dive on a loose ball. You know what I mean? That's just a willingness to fight and help your team find a way to help impact your team win. That's what I'm saying. So somebody may not know what position to go in. Like you might need somebody to tell you, okay, go over here, I'm gonna get you that shot. You know what I mean? Just run to your corner, I'm gonna get you, bam, here you go, shoot your three.
Yeah.
That's something different. I'm just talking about the other things that someone can't control. And again, I'm talking about effort specifically. When I watch a team who looks unmotivated, is out there just jogging behind, I'm like, what are we doing? Like, are we even trying to get down to the opposite end of the court? Like what are we doing? They just sprinted down there, and you all are still back there. Like those are things I'm talking about when I say that. See, numero uno. Now we here. Now we here. Oh, you had locks? I know you had locks. Good for you. I used to want to do locks, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep my natural hair like it is. I want to try like I had like faux locks one time. I just be reminiscing sometimes. What is y'all NFL team? Okay.
I'm doing that Mahomes stuff.
He don't want to lose this opening game.
You got that right.
Honestly speaking, I was like, I really felt like maybe because it's the first game, obviously the season, like it takes time to I really felt like with everything that they did in the off season, that they were gonna look different, like better. So maybe it's like I said, something else people want to talk about. I really feel like they were a bit exposed in that Super Bowl. People were like, oh, okay, like they're not what we thought they were. You know what I mean? Like we saw what the Eagles did. People are feeling more confident now. Like they're feeling more confident.
Yeah, and the Eagles gonna get exposed if they don't do something about that secondary. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. And I'm a Philadelphian.
Yeah, they play next week, so it should be good.
Yeah,
I thought for sure it was gonna come out and see this dominant Kansas City Chiefs team who was on a tangent, but that's not what I'm seeing tonight.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna put like 40 points up tonight. I'm like, man, they got me pro.
Remember I was saying it's the second year, with his new coach. So Justin Herbert. So I'm saying back to coaching. Coaching is important.
Yeah, you did say that. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So yeah, I mean, we missed the first half, so I don't know what happened. But when I turned to this score in the third quarter, it was 13-6, and when I was surprised. I was like, wait.
She give me that download sometime.
Look at Justin Herbert looking like he a hair model. I think he'd be a hair model, y'all. I always say that. Him and Trevor Lawrence. What is your NFL team? I don't have like a team. I do have players that I root for. Like I'm a Josh Allen fan. I make no apologies for it. People came for me and I say he should be MVP. They're like, "Oh, you're black, sis. How dare?" I'm like, "Y'all, don't, it's just nothing to do with race. I'm looking at what he's doing and what he's doing it with. That's it. Like, don't make it about being against my people. You know, I mean, people are funny though. You know how y'all take everything sometimes. Not y'all in the chat, but I'm just saying, like generally speaking. I love Josh Allen. I love me some Lamar Jackson. Those two are my faves. I know like it's hard because they play each other, especially on Sunday. So I'll be quiet when I watch that game. I'm not rooting for either one. That's it. Just a good game, a good, healthy game. But those two are my faves. I like Jalen Hurts as a man. I love what he stands for. I love that he marches to the beat of his own drum. I love that. What else? Love him. I mean, I'm rooting for Shador. Obviously, his first year. Who else? I mean, there's quite a few.
Boom.
When it's oh. I'm gonna show Taylor Swift.
You better go for two. If they ain't going for two. They still dancing. He's like, yo, get
Right,
up here.
right.
Mahomes is about business. Because he's a manager.
Somebody was comparing Josh Allen and Angel Reese. Really? Saying they both had this. They had the same kind of path and complaints. Really?
They're trying to call her a man. Don't fall for that.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what video is that? I'm like, huh? Okay.
That's colonialism at its best.
Yeah, I didn't see anything like that. Dre, is it because you're drinking or you tell me the truth? Like, what's going on? Come on, y'all. No. This Chargers defense is better than what people I think expected, though. Because the Chiefs to 6 points in the first half is a lot.
That's all right. They got their touchdown. They couldn't tie it. That's all right. You closer than you were. That's how you gotta take it sometimes.
I forgot that in San Paulo. They'll be all over the place like with these games. I forgot they were there.
NFL making that money.
That's what I'm saying. I think I said this to you before in the chat. I'm like, why don't we have any WNBA games there in like Brazil? We have international players. Have a game over there. Like half of their fans can't see them play ever in person as they come over here. They have Camilla has family. A lot of places got family there. Like I'm not saying you gotta do it every single month or something, but like one game, you know what I mean? Just one game. Dre said, no, I'm telling the truth. They were saying people didn't think his game would translate, and they compared it to Angel saying the same thing, but it did. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm thirsty.
All right, I'll hold it down. Ain't worry about it. All right, guys.
Oh God, y'all, just turn the sound off real quick. Turn the sound. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna leave you guys too long now. Okay, I'm gonna save you.
God. Listen, don't listen to that woman. Listen. Oh my God. All right. So, one thing we do know about Angel Reese is that she is a very efficient player. But her willingness to play hard, her willingness to navigate and direct people. You see all her kind of like her point guard abilities come out. She's directing people. She's managing the team. She's making sure everybody's energy level is where hers is. She getting in people's face when the ball come off the rim, and she let them know like, yeah, good rebound. See, all that matters. All that matters in basketball. And when we sometimes try to folks try to omit that, me bounds and all that other stuff. Don't let people put that in your mind. When people down there cleaning that board and you can't get to that ball, it's nothing more frustrating. I'm 6'4". I'm 270 pounds. When I'm down low, of course I was much thinner when I was younger. I played basketball in Philly pickup leagues. I played, in a couple of different leagues and everything, but I played a lot. I had more fun in street ball though. But never, did we ever not, even though I had IQ to play basketball, I still needed our point guard to set up like, yo, man, we're gonna run this next. Yo, we're gonna do this next. Everything counts. Everything matters. People need for communication. You ever notice when a point guard comes down, sometimes he's pointing, sometimes and he's directing traffic? Does that mean everybody's dumb? No, it don't mean that they're dumb. But what does it mean? It does mean that people need structure and people need on the spot reminders of what we're about to do. Because the point guard has the ability
Oh my
to
God, are we
change the
talking
play.
about these damn point guards?
To change the play when needed. Well, listen, you know what? She coming at
You
Sean
made your point.
loud as a
My
Puerto Rican shirt.
gosh.
Come on, come on,
Oh my God.
come on. And I made it again.
Leave
And
the folks alone. We get it. Get a point guard. My gosh. Put it on a t-shirt.
I did.
You need a point guard.
I did.
I'm like, put on a t-shirt. I'm like, gosh. Put it on, make a page. And you need a point guard. Like, okay. Look at Justin Herbert. He out there looking more confident. Good for him. Good for him. That helmet to mess up his hair. Mm-mm.
She came rushing back on this live. She was like, she didn't even flush the toilet. She was like, oh, let me get You know that was funny.
Your jokes are awful. Your jokes are really awful. I'm like, you think that they're funny, but that is really awful.
She's but I forgot to flush. Stop running.
I'll take that off because they hate Angel. We all know why.
You know, it seems like there's a lot of comments in your comment chat.
Hmm?
Is there some comments in there that haven't been? Because it pops up on this side looking at as if you're
This is the last one. There's no more.
It is okay. All right.
The last one is they hate Angel. We all know why. From oh, now another one. Why does my broadcast have speed commentator? Huh?
Speed commentator.
Yeah, I don't know what you. Dre, you drunk? No.
I'll come and have it.
Oh. Third down. Come on now. Breathe, breathe, Justin. Don't get flustered. Why is Travis over there all hype? All right, like, relax. You got a touchdown. We get it. Andrew, I was wondering how you were doing. What's going on with the Liberty? I know you're going to keep us updated. Oh, iSpeed, yeah. On a Kansas game. Yeah, okay, now what you're talking about. New York Liberty really struggled without Sabrina. You know, honestly, they might be doing that on purpose. They might be really just they're in the playoffs now. You know what I mean? Because of I forgot who lost and they got in the playoffs. But they're good. You know,
Yeah,
so
it's all about matchups now. Yeah.
so I think I think they're allowing they're doing like the strategic like low management, so to speak.
Some teams just don't want to play other teams, so they're like, we're gonna lose. We're gonna drop down. We don't want that smoke.
Yep. Not in the first round, we good. So
Mahomes got to take that hair down a little bit.
I like it better than his look he had last time.
Yeah, it does look nice. The sides look great, but you got to take it down, take that top down a little bit.
You want to have a low cut like you?
Guys got jokes.
You like take a you want to be your twinsy.
You know what? See, she just gonna keep on feeding the beast. See, it's all right. She know I won't come at her. That's why she does this. I got too much respect for you.
I get it. You must somebody be a little twinsy with you.
Look, she's still going. Look.
I forgot Najee was on his team now. I like him.
Darkness.
Who is this? Oh,
All right, what's that say? Oh,
you're literally playing stupid basketball again. The main reason they're down in the second quarter. This team does not learn. I guess from the last game.
yeah.
And Justin Herbert using his legs?
Herbert.
All right now. Oh, it was not him. I thought it was him running. Okay. He looks good. He looks a lot better. He looks more confident. It's the biggest thing I see from him right now.
Man.
He looks a lot more confident than he did last in the previous season. Oh, they pushed him right back down.
Nice stop.
You got to get your ass over that line. Like, that's it.
Sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes when you see all those jerseys sitting there, I'll be like, I'm going this way. I'm cutting around.
You don't want to give the Chiefs back the ball with the clock going down ever in a close game.
Yeah, Mahomes ain't gonna disappoint with that one. Tomorrow's Saturday, right? Yep, all day, right?
Yeah.
Woo!
What happened? First and 10, okay.
Nah, I'm looking for something to scratch my back with.
Yeah, Seattle's trying to win this game, Andrew. They're trying to win this game. You say compare them to the Warriors. I don't see it. Like, I don't. Wow. They done had this ball for like 7 minutes now. Uh-oh, come on, Justin.
Oh!
Oh, that was nice.
Oh!
That was nice. That was nice. All right now, Justin Herbert said, this is Justin the Herbert this season, okay? I'm in my bag. He heard you. He heard what you said on the episode last night we did.
I know, right?
Okay, you said 40 to what? Oh, okay.
I got your 40.
Okay.
I said 42. He said 26, but 18 to 44, brother.
What happened?
Oh, okay. The defense had got a face mask call.
Oh, I'm like, you better take that back.
Yeah, because I was about to say, here we go.
I'm about to email Roger. Like I got his email. That was nice. That was nice. He's
Roger don't know how to make a decision.
His decision making. All right, Justin.
Roger got 32 hands up his back.
Wow. Wow. Uh-oh.
That ball was a dime, too, wasn't it?
It was. It was. He was decisive with it, too. He was like, hold on.
Yeah.
Boom.
He like,
I think it's saying good night, numero uno. You saying peace out? Is that what that means? If it's saying good night, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Who y'all think will be performing this year of Super Bowl? I said this yesterday. Oh, you wasn't here, Dre. I said Taylor Swift. That's who I think they're going to ask.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of black artists the past few years. And Taylor Swift, obviously, Travis Kelsey. That's just numbers, you know what I mean? And she has the fan base and the talent and the catalog to have a great halftime show.
Yep, sure enough.
She does. They don't win black too much. Yeah, I was just saying that, yeah, so they're gonna have to. I mean, they don't have to, but they might want to balance it out, you know.
There we
But
go.
that's who I think, Dre. That's who I think. We'll see. And plus, she's not on tour. No, last year she was on tour, so she didn't have time to do it. But we'll see. Ravens gonna win the Super Bowl. Okay. They be choking a lot of times, so. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I would love to see Lamar get to the Super Bowl. I would love it. You know, so hopefully, from your lips to God's ear.
Woo! One thing
What
to
the
get
hell
me.
is that?
Huh? It's the lights.
Was it your glow in the dark tie or something?
I know. It's just lights. That's all. It's like
Um,
a rope light. They're not like little things. They got the things in them. It's a rope light. Would you like one?
I think I'll pass. I'll let you have all the fun with that, sir.
Yeah, I'm always ordering new lights. That's why I got so many. I got one that name.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
He'd be like, hey, I get it. No, oh, okay. Oh God, girl, you black as the street. Mm.
Look at this. Look at the fans over there. That's what I'm saying. I love one thing that the NFL don't do. They're gonna make their money. Okay, and they're not
Yeah,
gonna leave no stone unturned. Kathy will take notes.
we're very happy. They pay us lots of money to shake, whatever they shaking. So they gonna go over there and exploit their culture. Ooh.
Andrew, the Liberty may or may not win this game. We shall see. This Seattle needs it more because they're right there neck and neck with Fever, obviously, and then the Sparks were not too far behind. So, who won tonight? Who won the Sparks game? Can you tell me?
The Sparks.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Who won that Sparks game? Mm-mm.
Oh,
Who do you want to see
God,
win the game?
The Valkyries won 104-85.
Oh, damn. Oh, my. They beat them last time, too, a few days ago. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess they said you came back for a second ass whooping and you still did the same thing. Return to sender.
Hamby had 26, Rakia had 17, and Plum had 20. Woo! But Ryan Howard had 37.
Wow. When they played the Dream, that's right, Leonard Dream. Yeah. What about Jordan Canada?
Yeah, a Dream. I'm sorry. It looked like the same
Mm-hmm.
emblem. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Caldwell had 19. Lord have mercy.
What about Jordan Canada?
Who?
Jordan Canada.
June and Canada.
Jordan. Atlanta Dream, Jordan. Hey, Z, can you tell me how many points Jordan Canada had, please? Oh, my God. DJ, you back? What's up? You watching this Chargers game? Oh, we're talking about the Fever and Sky went off. Like, that wasn't even a close game. Obviously, like, Fever were going to win that game even before it started. Right now, Andrew the Goat is in here talking about the Liberty and Seattle Storm. And we're talking about this Chargers versus Chiefs game that honestly, I really thought that the Chiefs are going to come out and just dominate. But that's not the case. The Chargers look actually really good. Look good. All right. Is that a regular TV? Chiefs versus Chargers on YouTube for free.
Jordan Canada had 4 points.
That's it. Oh,
Yeah.
they knocked Patrick down.
Yeah, this game is over, dog.
No, you're not. We're not gonna say that when Patrick Mahomes is on the field. Oh, that was a nice. That was a nice throw. It was like bullseye, man.
They be holding on to that ball, boy. That
Right, you got to.
Back up. I don't like these lights.
Oh, catch him. They don't want that CD Lamb situation that happened last night.
They get too warm.
Nobody's talking about your lights. Oh my God.
They get too warm. My lights.
That's your business.
I have a lot of lights like that. They don't get warm.
That is your business. What's going on?
Do you like the grass background? You know, remember the grass people would put behind them? It was green. With the lights, I got lights in it. You want no? I don't trying to hook you up.
I don't want to see anybody's green sheets in the background.
No, it's not a sheet.
Oh, that wasn't a smart pass.
I'm so tired of this girl. How's she not doing?
Yeah, I mean we don't care about your lights, and you know what I mean. It's your business. How many of y'all are watching this Chiefs versus Chargers game? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I was not expecting this score to be 27-18. Not at all. Especially with the Chargers having the upper hand. I'm surprised. I'm surprised, y'all. Dre, who do you want at halftime? You didn't answer me. Who do y'all want to see? Oh my gosh. Wait, what? They are knocking Patrick Mahomes on his ass right now. On his ass. I know it's the first game, but I always look at like the first game to me. I don't know, I'm not an NFL player, y'all, so just rock with me, hear me out. I feel like it sets a tone. And you know, they had a lot of practice like in the off season, like their practice, like the preseason, like Andy Reid runs like a very, very tight ship, like the way he does things. So I honestly expect them to look better in this game. It's not losing, is how you lose. You know, I always look at that. Like I love Philly, right? But I'm like, that defense is questionable. Like that was stupid. Like, come on. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, come on now. You know he's gonna throw all the way down, like down the field. He had no choice but to.
You know, I want the Chiefs to lose, though.
Uh-oh. Nobody rules, right? I didn't know you actually meant Jay-Z. He said I said Jay-Z, but she was eating those little snacks. I feel like I've been judged, and I don't appreciate it, Ray. I thought he was here.
Yeah, she want to judge my lights, but she want to sit there and never mind.
I mean, it's sunflower seed kernels. Don't get mad you don't have snacks or no Pepsi.
I know, right? I'm fiending over the show. I am straight fiending. I'm gonna order. I can't order. That's on my phone, Lord. I can't order anything.
You could have gotten up at halftime or whatever and got some snacks. So you keep lecturing us about freaking point guards.
No,
it's some damn snacks.
It's no more snacks in the house. There's only 2 slices of pizza left from last night. I don't want that. My taste buds are different now. I don't want that mess.
I said we'll get a snack. I said about get a whole box of pizza.
I know, right?
A snack is like chips or something. Oh. This Chargers defense is charged up. Let's go.
Now that's another one of her clever double entendres.
Wow. Oh, Travis, don't whine now. You didn't catch it. You was dancing a second ago. Keep the same energy. Third and
Travis
goal,
Kelce
y'all.
said
They're
he's
gonna
going
keep
to be
trying.
better.
Huh?
Travis Kelce said he's going to be better.
I do think he will be. Oh, overthrown. Nope. They got one more try, y'all.
No, he got to go for it. I wouldn't let him kick no field goal.
Wow. I'll prefer for it to be black for the next 100 years. What?
I understand the decision, talking about proximity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's better, like, if we do onside kick, we can still go for the touch. But I understand it, but I don't trust this guy.
Why wouldn't you? He's made the kick plenty of times.
But he's the same one who just missed one.
I mean, 27. Yards. Come on.
I know, but that's why I said
proximity.
I was looking at. That's why I said, you know what? You act like you don't hear nothing I say.
I try not to sometimes.
What kind of co-host are you? All I do is get dragged the whole time, and it's like,
You try to be smart, and I'm quick with it.
Don't let me tell on you. She will go sometimes and ignore me, like she don't even see me over here with her. Hey, how y'all doing? She be doing this like, hey, yeah, how y'all been? And then she think I don't notice that. I'm the last of 12 kids. I notice everything. Wow.
Whatever. But it makes you feel better. Beyonce,
apparently that makes you feel better. Read the comment, woman. I ain't trying to hit your mouth.
I'm addressing Dre and his Super Bowl halftime performers. Thank you very much. Beyonce, I don't want to see her again. I think we've seen her before. I would love to see Chris Brown. I think Chris Brown would kill that. He would murder that performance. Absolutely. But yeah, it's not going to happen. You're absolutely right. Bruno Mars, no, I don't want to go sit down respectfully. I don't want to see it.
Nah. So I want to see somebody black, not Bruno Mars.
We already saw him though.
Huh? I know. I'm just messing around with him about Bruno Mars. That's all.
Hold on. Dre said y'all need to go with the Martin and Pam theme. Hello, somebody black, right? Like what is that? I mean, is somebody black? Is anybody just they black? Come on now.
Yeah. See, because Bruno. See what they doing with Bruno Mars.
How about Cardi B? How about Cardi B and Meg?
As we said, we need somebody black.
You said somebody black. Megan Thee Stallion is black.
Oh, Meg. Oh, you're Megan Thee Stallion. I heard you say Cardi B. I ain't hear you say Megan Thee Stallion.
Kanye. Oh my God. That would be good too. Kanye with his craziness, he probably going to rant in the middle of the show about Jews, and it was like Kanye, like the whole 12 minutes. It was like, what happened to him performing any songs? Like Kanye probably goes someplace else. I am from New York. How you know, Dre? You could tell. I'm from Brooklyn, if you couldn't tell that. Brooklyn in the house. How you know it's my accent?
It's all that pepper in your attitude.
Don't be rude. But Cardi B, you might as well get Glorilla. I'm here for. We here again, Dre. So you're not that drunk. We here, right? So. Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla, and Lotto. Just the whole woman, like women at halftime. It's like women rappers. How about that? What you think about that, Dre? The crowd be hyped. Y'all didn't see Caitlyn when they said Glorilla was coming out at halftime at the All-Star weekend? She was like, let me get my drink and go watch Glorilla. She know what's up.
Look at Kelsey Mitchell.
Right?
Not Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, Kelsey. What's Kelsey's name on here? Travis Kelce. Yeah, I know, right? I'm sorry. I know, right? I messed it all up.
Travis?
But nah, he got that look like, man, if it's this hard right now in the first game, what the heck is going to be on game 10? And he should have retired on a high. Well, it wasn't a high note, but I also want to hear what Nick Wright got to say. You listen to Nick Wright, Kai?
Yeah. Like his podcast, or you mean like on the first things first?
Yeah, either. I just want to hear what he got to say.
About
Oh
what?
man,
About
about
oh
this, because he was steady
yeah.
talking some bogus trash today about Jalen Hurts. You know what I wonder? You know how y'all do. He always trying to get somebody to agree with him. You know, he's so annoying.
No, I don't want to talk press, but they are hype. I said Taylor Swift. That was the first thing I said, but you said keep it black. So I'm going with your theme of pro black.
Pro
They're
blah.
not gonna have like an NBA young boy there. You know what I mean? So I mean, outside of Taylor Swift, I don't know when you think about this last year, like the ladies in terms of black artists have been dominant. Drake, imagine if act Drake after what happened with Kendrick last time. Y'all want to see Drake? Drake could do it. Drake could definitely do it. No one's gonna tune to Justin Bieber. Oh my goodness. He what's going on with Justin? He's like he going through some mental things right now. Real talk, I'm concerned. Oh,
Yeah,
Drake turned it down. He needs to go ahead and do it now. You know, like
but
he got the catalog.
that always happened when you're teeter tottering, when you saying,
Hmm.
you know, I want to live like this for God and I want to live like this over here,
Hmm.
and he's doing too much. I really think it's
JB,
drugs involved.
come on, JB.
Yeah, Beeps. Yeah, but hey, hey, you know Corday?
Yeah, I know of him. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, that's Naomi Osaka's old boyfriend or
Yeah, I
baby
know.
daddy.
Hmm.
How do you like him as a rapper?
I don't know much about him as a rapper, so that says enough right there,
Okay, you got it.
as I always do. I'm quick with it tonight. Stop playing with it.
She going, she go around there and she done drink some a jolt. You remember Jolt, that soda called the Jolt, and now she thinks she.
What's not clear, Drake, into his delivery, Corday.
Yeah, he has a lisp. I have a lisp too, but he has a lisp. Yeah,
His
and
tone not
sometimes.
unique. Well, in that case, Drake, we go back to Glorilla.
No, yeah, Glorilla. But see, it can always work for a female because a female has a look that people desire, be it male or female.
Hmm.
They go for a look.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like they desire. So women can always get over. Pretty always outshine brains, and women can
I
have
see you,
both.
Justin. You better run, Justin. You better run. All right now.
He gonna pose. He know that was gonna be a poster. He get on my nerves.
You better freaking go ahead, Justin. Let them know
Look at
that you arrived. Let them know it's your time now. I'm here for it. Yes, Justin.
look at Mahomes taking off his shoulder pads. Mhm.
I don't want to see Jay-Z at a halftime. I don't.
You see the pose? You see the pose? He
Right?
posed. That was fun. Yeah,
That's
hey,
gonna be
look,
all over
hey,
social media.
if you balling, you balling. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it. And I don't even like him, but I respect him.
I don't think you can make a star. No, I don't think you can make a star. I think some people just born with it. You know, like some people, like they just have something about it that just outshines everybody else, and that's something that just comes from within. You know, it's not necessarily always about talent either. It could be just a person. You know, like the way they carry themselves, their, like you said, delivery. You know, just their style, all the combination of different things. You know, people. You know, like Chris Brown, you know, like people just respond to him a certain way. You know, Chris Brown, Beyonce, Rihanna, you know, to about this generation. People just Taylor Swift, people just respond to them. You know, they just do. Caitlin Clark, people respond to her. The little kids love her, you know, like so it is what it is. Um the young boy, no, I do not. I think he has too many issues for me. Mm-mm, I do not at all. At all. I don't.
Edible.
Chris Brown's not overrated. Oh, controversial. Okay, never mind. Sure. How so? And not
Like,
because of Rihanna. What else? Because I don't want to hear about that no more. They both moved on.
no, Chris Brown is very talented. He can write, he can sing, he can dance. You know what I mean? He got swag.
I don't like I said. I don't. I mean, I don't think young boy is all that. I really don't. I think he has a lot of issues that he needs to address, and I
Well,
think it's
yeah, well,
offensive. Hold on. I think it's offensive to compare him to Tupac. Like, what's
why?
it gonna do? I'm like, y'all just be doing too much. I'm like, let him be great in his own right, but let's not compare him to Tupac. Okay, Tupac was one of a kind.
Tupac was one of a kind, but I'm just saying from a okay, let's keep things in perspective, all right? Well, let's unpack this. Tupac was more social driven. You get what I'm saying? He's a college guy. He thinks on a different level. I
Mhm.
understand that. But that's not to negate what Chris Brown can do with his writing when it comes to
No, it was talking about
tapping
him
into.
and it was talking about him and NBA YoungBoy. They were comparing, they were saying NBA YoungBoy is like the the Tupac of the generation, so to speak.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but the whole thing why it doesn't mesh a little bit is because, but it can be equivalent in their respective categories. Because Chris Brown has touched a whole. Listen, Chris Brown has touched a whole sea of people, and he's still canceled. He is technically canceled. Who you see? I'm talking about mainstream big people bringing Chris Brown in. Nobody.
Mhm.
And he is influencing people through his music, through his dance, through his mindset. So, because that would be like saying Michael Jackson is not influential, but he is not socially, but what and music and
Mhm.
culture.
Mhm.
Yes, very much so. So it is
Mhm.
an equivalent.
To NBA YoungBoy and Tupac, because you mentioned Chris Brown,
Yeah,
but we
you
weren't
mean to
talking
be
about
a
Chris
young?
Brown.
Huh?
We talking about NBA YoungBoy versus Tupac.
Yeah, I'm saying in his
Uh-huh.
under what he does though.
Mhm.
Like Tupac, he was more social conscious driven. You know what I mean? Even though he did this thing about girls and everything, he did. He got into the culture. He got down with the female, but he was social conscious driven, and he was dealing with the culture. So, all right, Chris Brown deals with the people, their emotions, tapping into culture in a way where about they're sexy, about their mindsets, about themselves, which is real truly what hip hop is about. That's what hip hop is. Okay, so I think that you can compare them under their perspective specialties
Okay. I'm
because
from Dre said I'm from Louisiana, but Young Boy is already a legend. I like the old Young Boy before the drugs. I heard Young Boy when he was 15. I know he was going to be a superstar. I think y'all use that word too often. Tupac was killed how many years ago now? And the fact that we're still talking about him to me says that he's a legend. Yeah, I don't. I think we use legend too fast, too soon. Like people that transcend to different generations, to different times, different eras, if you want to call it that. That to me is somebody who's iconic, somebody who's a legend, somebody who is, a goat, if you want to call it that. Almost 30 years ago. I knew it had been a hot minute. I just want to show how many years. But the fact that he's still in the conversation to me is that's what I'm calling a legend. Especially with the fact that how many albums did he have before he was killed? He didn't really get the chance like tonight to really become like obviously who I think he would have become had he not been had it not happened. So I'm like, yeah, let's not let's stop calling everybody a legend, legend,
controversy.
icon, and whatnot. I'm like, y'all just throw it out for anybody. It's like, oh, he's legend, icon, go, greatest of all time, like with one album.
That makes my son wait. Hold.
Okay. I get what you're saying, but this is the new generation. No, and that's what I'm saying. If I'm talking about you being a legend, to me, a legend is somebody who transcends and goes to whose music outlasts the test of time, so to speak. Right? Michael Jackson has stopped. Really, he didn't really perform the same way. Like when my mom was younger, Jackson 5 and all that. Like I wasn't even alive for that part, but obviously, when I came into the world, my mom playing Jackson 5 albums. I'm like, oh, who's that? I mean, Michael Jackson, iconic. I mean, he just transcendent artist. You know what I mean? When you think about go-to performers, it's always okay. Michael Jackson is the greatest of all time, and then you have this one, that one, this one. Even though he has passed on, and even in 15 years, we'll still be talking about him. NBA YoungBoy, I don't know if 25 years from now he will have that same impact that Tupac has had. That's what I'm saying. So I can't give him legend right now. DJ says, so who were y'all's top 3 rappers and top 3 singers? You want to go first?
Top 3 rappers. I'm not huge. I would say, okay. Oh yeah, I can do it. All right. The Ambassador. I would go. What's my boy name? Oh God. I would have to go Crazy. And ooh, top 3. Oh man. My boy who sing Type Mean. Oh God, Jesus. But I give you those 2. Top singers. Luther Vandross. I will go Tina Marie. And I will go Phyllis Hyman.
When it comes to, I got to think about this, y'all, because some people they sing, but they're just better performers, than they are singers. I'm thinking about it in categories, y'all. So when it comes to singers, I'm gonna put Michael Jackson in there because for me, I'm thinking about him as a performer person. My 3 performers, you know what I mean? 3 singers and performers, should I say? So Michael Jackson, and I'm thinking like all time. You know what I mean? I like a lot of people. I'm gonna go Michael Jackson. I'm gonna go Chris Brown, and I'm gonna go Beyonce because of their ability to do both. But I also like Rihanna is not far, right? I love Taylor Swift as well. I mean, you can go further back, Whitney Houston and her voice. We're just talking about voice alone. Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, has a beautiful voice. I mean, who else? I mean, there's quite a few, I love Usher as well. He makes classic music. Even now, he's still going. There's a lot to be said about him and his career. Look at Cam Newton here on a post game show with Kay Adams. In terms of rappers, Tupac, Lil Wayne to me is goated. Like Lil Wayne has been not like, I mean, come on, like he just keeps going and going. I mean, his collabs of all different genres, is crazy to me. And who else? Oh yeah, I forgot. See, Brandy's a good one too. You know what I mean? Oh, and yeah, R. Kelly. It's y'all we know about R. Kelly, right? But we talking about his talent, right? Not the person. R. Kelly is one of the ones. I still left with some R. Kelly right now, so it is what it is.
Really?
Yeah. We're talking about his music. His
What about loose ends? What about loose ends?
Who is that?
No, mind, you don't get it. It's all right.
Yeah, I don't. I keep telling you, jokes are awful.
The music I sent you last night. That's why I was loose ends.
So you see how that one went in out the other? Yeah. I forgot you did that. You didn't remind me either. Oh man. So yeah.
You know what?
I didn't need that reminder. Yeah, Tupac, Lil Wayne, who else? There's so many talented rappers. I love Eminem. Jay-Z's up there too. Biggie, if we're going back further. Oof, that's a tough one. Drake in terms of this generation, Lauryn Hill is kind of like in between. You know, I'm just gonna stick with my two. I'm gonna go Tupac and Lil Wayne. I can't. The third one, I can't just pick one. There's so many. Can be out here with his hat and everything. How cool is that? They out there in Sao Paulo covering the game. I hear that.
You know the
All right,
best
you
part?
guys. You know what?
You don't get to be, you don't have to pay for nothing. Your job is paying
Right?
for everything.
Right. And you get paid for going.
Exactly. Dude, on.
Yeah, that is pretty freaking cool. You guys, we have been on. This is the longest we've been on this on live, y'all. I know we kind of went from one sport to the next, but you guys who are in here, numero uno, Reeds, DJ, DJ J Rod, because we got two DJs in here, Dre, see Kanye. See, I forgot about him too. All you guys here in the chat. Yep. See Dre. You see Juvenile. Ludacris is Ludacris. Ludacris reminds me of Missy Elliott in terms of like they're like how they're like so creative, especially with the videos. Like back when we had videos, like we don't have that no more. Everything's just like shot with an iPhone outside in the corner someplace. Like there's no creativity. Like back in the day, like we used to like rush home to like vote for videos. You know what I mean? Like people like told stories with their videos. Now it's just like take on my iPhone and just hop in front of the bodega and you know and just rap. It's like this, the storytelling is missed. But y'all, thank you so much for rocking out with us on this long live. We appreciate you. Even if we didn't agree with you, we appreciate you for staying with us and being a part of this live, especially when it went a little bit long. You know what I mean? It's Friday night. You could be out doing anything, but you were here with us rocking out. We appreciate you.
Truly, really do appreciate you guys. And don't forget, guys, follow the Praise Boogie Radio Show, 92.9 FM in Philadelphia. God bless.
God bless you guys. Have a great night. Yes. Peace out, people.